This is Ada Cougar Football, presented by the Chickasaw Nation.
Ready.
Brought to you in part by Ada Nissan, Classic Cake, Carter County Dodge and Hyundai, CTS, Fenton Ford, First United Bank, Great Plains Kubota, Hilltop Dodge, Landrum ENT, Laser Zone, Simmons Bank, State Farm Agent Don Carpenter, T&W Tire, Vision Bank, and Wild Rose Place. Now, let's go live to the action with the voice of Ada Cougar Football, Kenny Morrison.
And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to Ada Cougar Football on the road in western Oklahoma. The venue, the Tornado Bowl. Clinton, Oklahoma. What's at stake? A trip to the semifinals next week in Class 4A. Hi, everybody. I'm Kenny Morrison alongside Trey Kinley. Mason Lee up top on camera on a mid-50-degree night. The Ada Cougars and the Clinton Red Tornadoes, two tradition-rich programs playing in the second round of the Class 4A playoffs. Cougars finishing second in District 4A4. Clinton won 4A District 1. They beat Bethany 28-25 last week right here. The Cougars got a win at home, impressive, maybe their most complete game of the year, 34-7 against Oologah. And then, Trey, we come in here with two teams that have met 14 times in their history. Not a ton, but a fair amount. But the impact of those games has made this a tremendous rivalry in high school football.
Technically, Kenny, they've only met 13 times. One was a forfeit.
Yeah, that's right.
3 years ago. So hopefully we can avenge that forfeit tonight.
The winner moves to the semifinal against Tuttle or Wagner. Folks, this is the most tradition-rich game in the state, bar none, across the state of Oklahoma tonight. 36 state championships between these two programs. The Cougars have 19, did a lot of their damage in the 90s when they won 5. Clinton has 17, did a lot of their damage a decade later when they won 5 from 2001 to 2007.
Literally a decade.
Almost identical years. The decade later is when they pulled off their feet. So two really good programs going at it. Two teams playing some good football, and it's going to come down to maybe a mistake-free game, wrapping up on your tackling. We'll talk about all that as we move through the pregame trade. But we've got a big pregame show for you tonight. We got the athletic director and girls basketball coach Christy Jennings coming up on an interview here in just a couple of minutes. That followed by Coach's Corner with head coach Brad Osteen. Then when we come back live at the stadium, we'll go to an interview that I did early on Thursday with a linebacker and senior George Maddox. So a big pregame show here from Clinton and a big game ahead tonight. Games going on all across the state of Oklahoma. Stay with us. We continue our pregame show with my sit-down with Christy Jennings, and then followed by Coach's Corner with head coach Brad Osteen. Cougar football from Clinton tonight, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Welcome back to Clinton, the Tornado Bowl. I'm Kenny Morrison. Cougar football tonight, Class 4A playoffs. What a night, what a rivalry. Ada and Clinton again in the playoffs. We'll detail more about how many times they've met in the postseason coming up as we continue our pregame show. Pretty good rivalry. Well, who I have with me here is athletic director Christy Jennings and head girls basketball coach. On top of that, and many more things we talked about before we've gone on here. Coach, welcome.
Thanks, Kenny. Yeah. I appreciate you having me on.
You bet. Christy, Coach Jennings wears a lot of hats and does a lot for the Ada program, athletics, busy all the time, not just on the high school level. There's stuff going on. You talk about what do you call it?
Cougar Cub Club.
Cougar Cub. Before we get into how many teams?
74 teams.
74 teams, all playing at two facilities?
Two facilities, trying to finish it up in 6 weeks, about 370 games.
Wow.
So it's wild.
And you're facilitating, and you and your staff facilitating, organizing
We
all
do.
that.
Coach Bulls and I, we kind of do the setup for that. And then Mr. Lowrance at the junior high is the director, and he has a lot of really good workers under him. It takes a village to run that.
Boy, what a program. That's future high school Cougars. I mean, that's where you have to invest your time and your energy, and Coach Jennings and the staff do a wonderful job of that. Athletics in great hands at Ada High School. Coach, go ahead and dive in a little bit more to just the overall state of the union as far as the athletics, so to speak. I know we don't have time for everything, but just kind of in general, your thoughts on the athletic program in general.
You know, we had a really good fall. When I first got to Ada, Mr. Malloy, Mark Keaty, they told me, how your fall goes will dictate the rest of your year. You have a good football season, you're going to have a good basketball season. Baseball's going to run better. Track's going to run better. You just see the community and the student body get so invested in those football games, and that's really what has happened. We've been very successful in football. We had a really good softball season. Ended up with an all-stater and 2 kids going to end up at East Central playing softball, and I think we're going to get another one at Haskell, and had really successful cross country. Had our first female qualifier to the state meet in Nina Benton. And so we've just had a lot of really good things going this fall. Cheer has been very successful and qualified for state in both competitions, made the finals and game day. And so it's been a great fall, and it's always a great day to be a Cougar. And we've just seen a lot of success. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been fun. Christy Jennings leading that athletic program and taking the time to join us here pregame. Ada and Clinton. Coach, you came in as athletic director at the same time. Coach Osteen took over as head coach. If my memory serves me right, it was all in that time frame there. And let's talk about the football team. That's where we're at tonight. Round 2 of the Class 4A playoffs. A 10-1 Cougar team. There was 3-7 under the first year of Coach Osteen. Now 10-1. What have you seen as the difference? What's changed?
Well, I think Coach Osteen is consistent, and we've talked numerous times throughout the last couple of years about that hard work pays off, and we had to, I think, get our kids really bought into the weight room and just to his system, and we knew that this was going to come. We knew he was going to be successful the longer that he was here, and I think that's what's happened. Our kids are stronger, they're faster, they're bought into team, and it's paying off.
Yeah. And a chance to continue that journey toward what I hope is state championship number 20, second round tonight here at Clinton. And the winner of this game is playing the Wagner Tuttle winner at a neutral site next week in the semifinal. But first things first, here in just a bit from Clinton. All right, next hat. Head basketball coach, double-digit years now, 11th? Mm-hmm. Yeah, 11th year. I'm getting in my basketball mode as I come out of football, trying to recall the past. 11th year, opened December 1st, home against Kingston, home against Tecumseh, then a lot of road games this year. Give us an update on the Lady Cougars.
Well, it's such a transition because we ended up with a couple injuries in the summer, just kids out playing different sports and playing travel ball, and we've had kids in and out, and so it's going to be a different look. We have revamped everything. We're running a lot of new offenses, and our kids have had some success in that. They've had frustration in that too. We've been the last 2 weeks we've scrimmaged, and we've seen some really good things, and we've seen some aggravating things just because they don't know the system. They probably are harder on themselves than we are, because we know it's going to take a little bit. We think by the time we get to the first of the year that we're going to be playing some good basketball. We look for it to be ugly at times. Yeah. We've went with a more complicated offensive system, and it's just some frustration level. But we finally started seeing the ball go in the hole the third and fourth quarter against Durant this week, and we looked really good from then on. And so we're trying to feed off of that. And I've never been involved in a team, though, that has had more chemistry than this one. They enjoy being around each other. It's a real family environment, and you can't lose with that. Yeah. So we are going to win some games that we shouldn't. I think we're going to be ready for the playoffs when that rolls around. Our schedule is incredibly tough, as always. Mm-hmm. But I think once we get to the playoffs, we're going to be ready to make some noise.
Yeah, Coach Christy Jennings, teams open December 1st, always competitive, fun to watch. And finally, in closing here, Coach, this is one of the times, some things we talked about before we came on camera. We could spend a lot of time talking about other things here, but we cut time. We don't have as much time because we get to our broadcast. But senior leadership, two of those you mentioned a while ago. I wanted to mention Abby Strong, All-Stater softball. Rylan Truitt, and Abby both going to play at East Central University. They both play basketball as well. Two of your seniors out there. Talk about your leadership.
No, we do. We've got we got 9 seniors with our managers, but we got 7 senior players. Obviously, Jacoby and Tylee are banged up, and we probably won't see them in action this year, but it doesn't change the fact that they've had a lot of experience, not just in basketball, but in other sports. And then you bring Rylan and Abby in, along with the ones that we've had in the gym all year. And there is no substitute for experience. There's no substitute for leadership. And we got a nice addition in sophomore Sadie Epps, and those seniors would tell you that she's probably one of the biggest factors in the family environment. She's a great teammate. But I tell the seniors all the time, the team will be driven by you. It's your leadership. How do you want to handle this? And they've stepped up to the plate, and they've done some great things.
Yeah. Ada Cougar Athletic Director Christy Jennings and head girls basketball coach entering her 11th season here at Ada as a basketball coach. Thanks for joining us, Coach. Wish you had more time, but appreciate your update. Looking forward to the Cougars getting one here in just a bit.
Thanks for having me, and go Cougs.
There you go. Coach's Corner with Brad Osteen is around the corner. Stay with us. Pre-game show from Clinton. Tonight's broadcast, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Welcome back to Clinton, home of the Clinton Red Tornadoes and home of tonight's second round of the Class 4A state playoffs. Coach Brad Osteen, welcome.
Good seeing you, Kenny.
Yeah, good to see you another week. Coach's Corner, the 10-1 Ada Cougars playing in here in Week 12 in the postseason against the Clinton Red Tornadoes, and we'll talk a lot about that. A lot of history there.
Oh, yeah.
We'll dive into that here in our pregame show. But, Coach, Oologah, pretty good Oologah team, came to Coyisto Stadium last week, and the Cougars were pretty dominant, 34-7.
Well, it goes back to our mental prep, and I just thought our kids were ready to play mentally, and physically come out, and I'm just really, really proud of our kids and our coaches and coming out, and the prep all week was really good for the most part, and just coming out and doing what we do, but playing a complete game, and that's something we're really, really proud of.
Yeah, an Oologah team that averaged close to 370 roughly yards of offense at just over 160. 3 of them, most of them on 3 plays.
Yeah.
A couple quarterback runs on a broken place, and then the pass play where we had a guy slip and the guy went to the house. But defense was just fundamentally sound all night.
Yeah, and they we talked about it some that we hadn't been playing very good on defensive side of the ball, and so and that was kind of been our backbone all year. And so a couple weeks there, and injuries and things like that. But our kids just come out and played the style of defense that we know they can play, and just a dominant feature from our defense.
Coach, something planned because of what you saw during the week, or was it instinctive of Kelton Stipe being able to jump that snap count so consistently and just him and many other Cougars just disrupt the backfield? Sure.
That's something that, Coach Shanley works with those guys as far as the timing of things, and throughout the game you're trying to get the timing of the cadence from the quarterback. What is the cadence? How long does he take and stuff like that, and then time that blitz up. And Kelton has great instincts. He's very football savvy, and he understands the little things and what a play you come out when he come through and sacked, and then calls the backwards. I call it really a backwards pass and a fumble. And we come out and recover. That was a huge play for us. Big play out of Kelton. 3 fumble recoveries for the Cougars. We talked about this last week. Let's just parlay this into the Clinton game tonight. Some more keys as we go and look at the Clinton Red Tornadoes here in the second round of the playoffs. When you get into the postseason, we talked about field position battle. Sometimes the punt game has to be a weapon. It was. Winning the turnover battle. Cougars 3-1, up +2 in that last week. Yes, sir.
So some 2 or 3 things we talked about specifically. The Cougars came out victorious in last week. Tonight, no different.
No different. It's this time of year. There's 8 teams left, and all 8 teams are really good. And so you have to come out and do those basic fundamental things: take care of the football, win the field position, and then just play fundamentally sound in all of our schemes. And so very, very important phase of the game, and just handling the basic things.
Cougars take on the Clinton Red Tornadoes. They won their district, the 6-1 district mark. They had 3 losses. They lost to Cash, lost to some pretty good teams early in Bishop, Kelly, and Heritage Hall in their non-district games. A good football team, traditionally powerful, and while most teams, a lot of teams, I should say, well, most offenses go multiple now across the state. Not so much Clinton. They're going to line up and they're going to 85% run it at you out of power formations.
Yeah, they're just they're well coached, and then they're just going to come at you. And that's the thing that they got some really good backs, but they're going to come at you and play smash mouth football, and so that's going to be the key. I feel like this week is us up front. And we preached it last week and we preached it all year, but the defensive line has to control the line of scrimmage. Don't care how many tackles you have, all that type of stuff. That's just stats. You got to control the line of scrimmage so we can scrape and make plays and let our linebackers fit. So just an old school, what I would call an old school offense that is very effective.
Yeah. A lot of speed.
A lot of speed.
If they get that second and third level, could be dangerous.
Yeah, they got a couple backs that are really, really dangerous with the ball in their hand. They got a lot of speed, and they're physical running backs.
Last time we played the most physical team we played this year was, I guess, Poto, and had a tough time finishing tackles. Is that an emphasis this week?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a big-time emphasis of understanding, the form tackling. It comes back to the teams that tackle the best and block the best usually win, and so it comes back to those basic fundamentals, and we've got to finish tackles. You've got to wrap up and drive our feet, because we were hitting people, but we just weren't finishing it, and so that's been a point of emphasis ever since the Poto game, and we've worked it every week.
Head coach Brad Osteen, 10-1 at Cougars, second round of the Class 4A playoffs against Clinton tonight. Kickoff just moments away. Coach, let's quickly go to the offensive side of the ball. Continue to be really multiple. Teams don't know what's coming. 52% rush, 48% pass. Same balance last week with over 330 yards of offense. Talk about some keys against this Clinton defense.
Well, the biggest thing is don't turn the ball over. It's okay to punt the football, until we figure out what they're doing and kind of get in a rhythm offensively. It's very important that we don't hurt ourselves, with penalties, holding penalties, jump off sides, those type of things. But you're going to see multiple things out of us. It's just kind of what we do, try to get people off balance, keep people confused. But with our run pass attack, we try to stay pretty balanced. Going into this year, I figured we'd be more like 75-80% run. But with our development of our young skill guys, really, really proud of where we came with our passing game and everything. So, having that balanced attack sure makes it hard to scheme for just one. But you're gonna stop the run, then we'll throw the ball. If you're gonna stop the pass, then we'll run the football on you. So,
and as we talk here, filming this interview here early here on a Thursday, Clinton's back home working on just that right now. It gives the opposing team tons more to work on.
Sure.
And you only have so much time of the week, and you got to work on multiple things.
Well, I think it goes back to, because they do some of the things that we do defensively, especially in the back end, the secondary, that causes multiple problems. But they got to get lined up. They got to get their calls. They got to then adjust to the shifts and things like that. So it's just kind of a chess match. You're trying to get numbers on them, and that's where offenses have came is if I shift here and I've got 5 guys and you got 3, I got numbers on you, and so. It's a mathematical type deal, and then it comes back to angles, and then it just comes back to coming off the football and getting them blocked. The
winner gets Wagner or Tuttle next week at a neutral site. Cougars trying to get out of Clinton with a win tonight and advance on to the semifinals. Finally, Coach, wrap this thing up here. You talked about the punting game. Brock was good last week. He had a total of 5 punts, 36 average. Long of 43, turned the field around a couple of times.
100%.
And then also, this is my final question. I want to talk about your punter and your quarterback. You talked about being able to be more multiple. Yeah, your wideouts came along this year, but sophomore quarterback grown up a lot too.
Yeah, he's done a really good job of developing and understanding and just being smart with the football. Don't make it too complicated. Try to slow the game down. Don't be too big in the moment. Just slow things down, process things. If it's not there, don't force it. It's okay to take a sack It's okay on our RPO game to hand the ball off. Just don't force the football and make bad decisions. And he's done a really good job with that.
Yeah, talking about Brock Boyle, sophomore signal caller, who's thrown 22 touchdown passes this year. So, Coach, I said that was the final question, but I'll end with a statement, though. Could I ask George this earlier in our pregame show? And this way we conclude it, and we'll see how, this is kind of trivia time. The Ada Cougars get to the semifinals next week if
we take care of business, and that's kind of how I've always looked at it, and it, you look at our offensive line and defensive line, and I'm big on those guys because that's where it starts. We've got to control the line of scrimmage, both sides of football, and not shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties, things like that. And then we've got to go create some turnovers on defense, which we've done a fantastic job all year. But we got to be there to make those plays. When somebody makes a mistake, we got to be there to capitalize on it.
Yeah, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Ken.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you. Appreciate
Red
it.
Tornadoes. 10-1 Ada Cougars, 8-3 Clinton Red Tornadoes, the winners of the Class 4A semifinal. This has been Coach's Corner. We have more pregame show, including your starters and coin toss, and the Cougars take the field down below. Cougar football tonight. Broadcast a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation.
Welcome back to the Tornado Bowl in Clinton, Oklahoma. Kenny Morrison alongside Trey Kinley. Carl Bray, engineering in studio, doing a fine job as always. And on the roof, in the little bit of the cool up there, is a Mason Lee all bundled up. But not a bad night. Low 50s, about 50 degrees scheduled temperature, it looks like, for kickoff with a light northeast wind. But fun night. Hope you enjoyed the interview with Christy Jennings, our tremendous athletic director and girls basketball coach, talking about the state of the union, so to speak, for athletics and this game tonight. Also her basketball program coming up, tipping off December 1st. And then Coach Osteen and Coach's Corner. Really, Trey, when you say Ada Clinton, it gets everybody's attention in the state of Oklahoma. These two teams played for the state championship in 93, 94, and 95.
91.
And 91.
Right.
I think, I know 93, 94, 95. I think 91 as well, yes. And Ada won them all in those state championship games. Yeah, Ada beat Duncan in 91.
Yep.
They beat Clinton in the semis, but then beat Clinton in the state championship game in 93, 94, and 1995. So they're 6-8 all time against Clinton, but they had a run there where they beat them 4 years out of 5 in the playoffs, and 3 of them for state championship. But anyway, just a tremendous rivalry. We talked about it earlier already. 36 state championships, 19 for Ada, 17 for Clinton, and going to be a battle tonight. Going to be a dogfight.
Pretty sure we beat them in 70 in the championship too. But yes, that's neither here nor there. That was a few moons ago. It's going to be a dogfight. Physicality is going to be the name. You got to come out with an edge. Maybe not quite as much of an edge as we had last week. We can't have the penalties that we had last week. They were emotional penalties. You want the emotion high, but not too high. It's a very fine line. Walking down on the field, they seemed really focused, seemed really intense. So we'll see how it goes.
They beat them 21-15 for that title in 1970. Last time they met was 2016, and that was a win by Clinton in the 2016 season. Of course, we're scheduled to play in 2020 in the year that COVID wiped that game out. But Clinton, again, in 2016, beat Ada 35-14 in the playoffs. That's the last time these two teams have met. Ada comes in 10-1, 6-1 in 4A4 district, ranked 6th in the state. Clinton 8-3. They won their district, the 4A1 district. They beat Bethany last week by 3. Ada beat Clinton 34-7. And we look back a week ago, Trey, it was the Cougar defense. It was just, the offense was good again. They passed it. They ran it with almost equality throughout the game. Brock had another good game, another touchdown pass. Completed only 6 for the second straight week, but such efficiency out of his 6 completions. The run game got going with Colton and Sander. Offensive line created holes. The defense was in the backfield all night long. All that said is a mouthful, I just said, but it talks completeness. And the coaches talked about that this week. Probably the most complete game they've had this season.
Probably the most complete game since Broken Bow last year.
Yeah.
In the last regular season game. That's the one that stands out to me. Played well against Ardmore, but competition, it was a complete game, but it definitely against good competition. To me, that we played well last week. we made Oologah not look like not a very good football team, and they're a decent football team.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing how we come out tonight.
Program note: 7:05 kick now instead of 7. Ada arrived just a little bit late. A lot of traffic stoppage on I-40.
There was only 15 construction zones because they were picking up cones on that one when we got here.
They did.
There was no construction workers, keep in mind, but there was construction zones.
They got them. They were picking them up, and
we still got to eat at Lucille's.
Yeah,
highly recommend.
The Roadhouse.
Anybody listening?
Yeah, outstanding.
Stop at Lucille's Roadhouse in Weatherford. I understand there's one in Clinton as well, but it was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's one of the privileges of going on the road here a little bit in these playoff games. We find a good place to eat on the way, and it was outstanding. Cougars are going to try to have some dinner tonight stay at the hands of the Clinton Red Tornadoes. Last week's defense only allowed 82 yards on 41 Oologah rushes, an Oologah team that really ran the ball well consistently all season long, all except against Ada. And an earlier game against Wagner, they ran the ball really well all season, but not against Ada. The defense rose to the occasion. Kelton Stipe was fantastic in the middle. Brennan Riddle out for the second straight week, was out last week, will miss again this week. Kelton came in, did a great job in the middle, which is disruptive all night. George Maddox moved to the outside for most of the game, and he's just an athlete and a player, knows the game, and played well at that position. It was really part of the catalyst to stopping that run. I had a chance... Trey, if you got something, go ahead. But I had a chance to sit down and talk to George Maddox, and we'll have that clip right after your comments.
Yeah, what's crazy is he played linebacker, middle linebacker, moved to the outside linebacker. But the difference in that jack position in the middle where he normally plays it's night and day. Jack is assignment, do your job, fit your gap. Everything tries to funnel to those middles. And he did a great job, and it's really hard when you're used to ball hunting to just do his job, and he did a great job out there. That says a lot about Georgia's football knowledge that he's able to make that transition.
Clinton has a lot of speed. They run the ball 85% of the time. Old-fashioned power football, you have to contain the edges. Georgia will be responsible for some of that tonight. Had a chance to sit down and talk to the senior earlier this week.
Welcome back. Clinton, Oklahoma. High school football Class 4A playoff. George Maddox. What's up, buddy?
Not much. Just, getting ready for a game.
Big game tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, George, linebacker, Ada Cougars. I've had George on before, but successful against Oologah. George, looking back the last week, 34-7. They had 160-something yards of offense. The majority came on 3 plays, a couple quarterback runs, and the long pass play that got away. Defense came to play. Tell us, we talked about pregame with you guys, all you seniors, what the attitude that you had to take into that game. But not only was your attitude, your mentality right, but talk about the schemes. What paid off?
Well, what really paid off is recently been struggling in the run game, so we decided to take out a star like our nickelback and bring another linebacker in the box, and that's Kelton's type. He comes in, and then I go down to outside, and that really just shut out the run. And you saw it, pretty much any team you play, if they can't run the ball, they can't do anything.
Yeah, Oologah had a pretty good rushing football team, actually, really good. 41 rushes for 82 yards. And a couple of them were some long quarterback runs. 2 of those 8 runs that total those 82 yards.
Yes.
We seen you at that outside again a little bit on Friday?
Yes, so that's the plan. Is just it worked. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we're going to keep me down in, and Kelton played real well. So there's no reason to punish him and to take him off.
Yeah, Brennan still looks like going to be out. Unfortunately, still recovering. Talked to him a little bit at practice earlier this week. Concussion. Trying to get back, and the message I had to Brennan was, they'll carry you. You'll be back.
Yep, we'll be back.
Yeah, maybe next week in the semifinals. It's what the plans are anyway. Talk about Kelton. Well, was that something you saw in the cadence during the week, or just as the game started, his timing that snapped the way he did?
Honestly, I don't know. The quarterback, he was very consistent. Like, every cadence was the same, and he just picked up on it real well. It was really impressive because there was times it was like a string was attached to him in the ball because he just followed right back.
I think he went offside one time, and we'll take that. As much as he disrupted the offense of Oologah. You got to the quarterback 7 times as well, a season high.
Yeah, that was real cool. It was the first game I played outside, and I got a couple sacks. I was like, man, this is awesome. And then you could tell that quarterback eventually he got real trigger happy. He was throwing the ball super fast.
Clinton tonight, George will throw it. Not much, though.
Yeah, not a
They're
ton.
about an 85% run-heavy football team. Okay, a little old-fashioned. Coach Higbee used to be here at Ada, had some coached here, and they're going to line up a lot of I formation, power formation, try to run the football at you.
Yeah, they're very much like, hey, it's here, we're running the ball, you guys just got to stop it. And that's something that I'm excited for, because it takes a lot of the, you don't have to really think super hard. Like, all right, they're running it. It's just like my will against his. Are we going to stop it or not? And I feel like this week we're going to stop it real well.
How about their speed? It concern you any if they get out on the edges?
No, because even though in the box we don't have these crazy 40 times, our receivers and our corners and safeties are all state qualifying track stars. Like you got Deante, he came in like third and second in his events, like keeping us part of a great 4x4 team, and Xander's a state champion. So I'm not concerned.
Yeah, confidence there in that secondary. So when you have to sell out to the run, in this time of the year, you have to, any time, especially this time of the year, you've got to stop the run first. That's always preached, as you know, and you've already commented on that. But how much, you just kind of commented on it a little bit, but comfortable can you be with that secondary when the offense only goes 3 of 25 when they tried to throw it last week?
It was awesome. They did a great job of covering, and we had that one play, but that wasn't even our corner's fault. He slipped, so yeah, it just happens. And then it's really impressive because they were in cover 0 man the whole game, and it's just like, hey, this is your guy. Don't let him get the ball, and they did a great job of that.
Yeah. All right, finally, George, put you on the spot here. The Cougars win tonight and advance to the semifinals
if we stop the run. That's what it's going to be. Our offense will always score enough points, and if we shut them out and they don't score, it's really, really hard to win.
All right, make them feel it tonight.
Yes, sir.
George. All right,
Thank you.
George Maddox here, the pregame show, Cougar Football, streaming live from Clinton. We're back with more pregame, including a visit with Coach Brad Osteen coming up around the corner. This is a Cougar Football streaming at K88radio.net. National anthem, a cappella style by a choral group down below from Clinton. Well done. The Red Tornadoes and your Ada Cougars tonight. Again, kickoff moved to 7:05. Wasn't real late getting here, but Ada, again, I-40 was kind of backed up. Ada a little later getting here than they wanted. Clinton accommodated and said, hey, we'll start at 7:05, give you a few extra minutes. Both teams have warmed up. Trey, we walked down on the turf down below, and it's like a good fast playing surface for a fast Clinton team. It's going to be one of the keys tonight is they want to run it. They're about an 85% run team. It's kind of the old, as you would say, you said it earlier, it's kind of some 90s Ada football.
That's what it is.
Coach Higbee spent 13 years as an assistant in the Ada program. He came and been successful here at Clinton, has a state championship in 2021, and again, they run the football. They will throw it. They got a good wide receiver that Deante's going to be on most tonight, a speedster that Deante will try to lock down when they go play action, try to hit him deep. But for the most part, they run the ball. Power I formation, but when they get, it's not just power with big guys. They crack the second level. They got speed that can go the distance.
Yeah, it's I look for us to be in cover 0 most of the night with our defensive backs, which means man-to-man. They're not going to put 4 wide receivers and spread you out. It's literally a peek back in time. Not that it's archaic or anything like that, but you just don't see it much anymore. Occasionally, we run into Durant that, ran the wing T, which is an old offense. Obviously, they were out of it this year, but Poto runs the wing T. This is the power I. They'll throw if they have to. Ideally, you keep them behind the chains. That's what you want to do. Limit first down yardage and get them in second and long, and then third and long as opposed to third and manageable. But third and 5 or 6, Clinton's going to run the ball. You get them in third and 8 to 10, they may still run the ball, but they're a team that's they're okay with punting. They'll punt the ball. it's not your high-powered, fast-paced offenses like we've seen. It's high-powered. It's not fast-paced, spread you out and throw it down the field.
Turnovers will be a key. Can the Cougars get the takeaways? They're plus 12 on the season in that department. They've been really, really good. We're plus 2 last week, recovered 3 fumbles, threw 1 interception for a plus 2, and it resulted in a big win over Uligal. You look at the tail of the tape, 3 losses this year between these two teams. 8 has only lost to the number 1 team in 4A, Poto. 4 losses, 3 losses for Clinton, 2 of them to number 1 Heritage Hall in 3A and number 8 Bishop McGinnis in 5A. Then a late season 7-0 loss.
Weird one to Cash.
Yeah.
Who saw that coming? I think Coach said they may have put the ball on the ground several times in that game, which is the great equalizer. It doesn't matter how many yards you have. It doesn't matter how many tackles you break or make. If you turn the ball over, it does that. Just changes the game. So hopefully the Cougs can come out on the plus side in the turnover margin, and I look for us to have some big plays on offense. I don't think Clinton is as good defensively as Poto. Their offense is good. If we come out with a lack of physicality like we did against Poto, we're going to be in trouble, Kenny.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but that's how it is. But you make it to the second round of the playoffs. There's 8 teams left. Or is there 8 teams left? 8 teams left. It's going to be physical. This is football. You're the finesse. There are finesse teams left, but they're also physical. So you just get used to it.
As I make a comment here, would you find Mason's volume and get him turned up a little bit? I didn't want to mess any of the stuff up down below, as Mason Lee upstairs, our cameraman. So other games tonight in Class 4A, besides Ada and Clinton here, Tuttle and Wagner. Number 2 Wagner versus number 4 Tuttle. What a great matchup over there. It's number 6 Ada, number 9 Clinton, number 2 Wagner, number 4 Tuttle. The winners of these 2 games play each other next Friday night at a neutral site. And then Sallisaw, unranked, plays number 3 Blanchard and number 1 Poto against number 5 Newcastle. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 top 6 teams in the state remaining. Then you have Sallisaw and Clinton. And of course, Clinton won their district, and they're really a good football team. The captains will be at the center of the field in just a moment for the coin toss as we get ready to kick it off here. Again, a 7:05 kickoff here tonight. And
Kenny, I want to. While we're filling some time here, give a shout out to, I believe it was it Jay or Pat O'Neill last night? Jay O'Neill, Farrell Large,
yep,
Bruce Sutton, Chris Melson, Chris Johnson, Dan Cody, Brad Odom, Paul Bush. I think that was it. If I didn't remember one, I apologize, but. All those gentlemen recorded a video to play for the Cougars at a pep rally last night, and it was really cool. Appreciate the old Cougs doing that, and hopefully we may reach out to you guys again next week to do it again. Maybe film us something over your Thanksgiving dinner.
We'd love to have 2 more pep rallies of the Cougars.
M&M's are the captains.
Yep, me, Maddox, and more. I wonder if any of those old Cougars who won championships ever felt like they were having a fight in a phone booth. The reason I asked that question, I was down on the field before the game talking to the assistant superintendent. He goes, "You guys are pretty good, aren't you?" Hey, I said, "Yeah, we're making a lot of progress," and really spoke highly of our team. He said, "We're not very big, but we want to fight you in a phone booth. We want to claw and scratch and find a way at the end to get a win."
And this would be the first Ada win at Clinton, Kenny.
And
I just thought about that. This is only the 4th time we've played here.
In the actual 13 on-field meetings, and the one we had to forfeit in 2020. So, wow.
A non-playoff game in 85, and then the last 2, 16, and then we would have played here in 20. So this is only the 3rd time we've played on this field.
So Fisher Marr and George Maddox. Fisher Marr number 10, George Maddox number 19, 2 senior leaders, the M&M boys that lead the team in tackling, and the several Clinton players, but the 4 that go out to the middle are Cooper Sully, their quarterback, wearing number 10, Garrison Rhodes, running back wide receiver, wearing number 25, number 54, Layden Fuller. He is an offensive lineman, and number 37 would be Parrish Blackwolf. This field runs north to south from my left to my right, and north is to the left. Looks like Clinton has won the toss. It'd be interesting the way they want to possess the football. If they're going to would like to take it early or defend or defer. Let's see, Coach Higbee, who spent 13 years again at Ada. Clinton wins. They defer, so Ada will receive Trey Kinley and move from north to south to start this contest. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. That was Lucille's. Sorry.
So Ada receives. We'll move from north to south. Clinton will be in their
it's maroon. Maroon's going to win tonight.
Maroon uniforms, white numerals. Cougars white with maroon numerals. They gather at the north end of the Tornado Bowl in Clinton, Oklahoma for a huge game in Class 4A. The winner moves on. Season's over for the loser. And the Cougars hope to be playing next week. This Cougar 10-win team, the most wins since the 2012 team. And here comes that 2023 Ada Cougar football team. I know it's been a great week of preparation. Now you just got to bring your A game. You've prepared the hay's in the barn, which I like to say. Now you just come and you strap the chin, put the chin straps on. You go play football and hope you. One of the themes to the videos last night from the older players that won championships is the team with the fewest mistakes is going to win this football game. Don't shoot yourself in the foot is my interpretation of a lot of what was said last night.
Yeah, just play clean football. Whether it be penalties, turnovers, whatever. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't negative plays. A 2-yard gain is okay. Don't try to turn it into a 10-yard gain and get a 6-yard loss.
When the Cougars have the ball tonight, which they will first, left to right, the big guys up front been eating well lately, been doing a great job. Dawson Matthews wearing number 58. Isaiah Hayden, left guard, number 52. The center will be number 50, Cale Fuller. The right guard, number 55, Ashton Rowell. The right tackle, number 59, Makir Sanusi. The quarterback will be sophomore Brock Boyles. He's completed 86 of 170 this year. That's 1,722 yards, 156.5 per game, 22 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. Running back will be Colton Carlock, 89 rushes, 610 yards, and a stellar 4-touchdown week a season ago. He'll be backed up there by Xander Rhines, who will see a lot of snaps as well. The wide receivers, Deante Lindsey and LaKeven Richardson. Deante's caught 32 passes, 12 touchdowns. LaKeven's hauled in 19 and 5 touchdowns this year, both averaging well over 20 yards per reception. The fullback is Fisher Morrow, the sniffer. The tight end is Cord Coffey. That's your Ada Cougar offense as they will have the ball first. The Red Tornadoes will place the ball right in the middle of the field and place it on the tee. Number 4 on your camera down below, Carlos De La Fuente will kick off. Middle of the field, you got Deante Lindsey, LaKeven Richardson just inside the 10-yard line in Cougar territory. This game between Ada and Clinton, but we've been waiting on all week long, is officially underway for the Tornado Bowl. High kick. It's going to be Deante at the 14. Coming left, looking for the seam. 25, 30, gets outside. Speed, 50, 45, 40, 35. Goodbye, Deante to the end zone. Touchdown! Cougars, 86 yards. And lightning has struck. No laundry on the field. Lightning has struck at Tornado Alley as the Cougars, the first tornado to blow through tonight, on top 6-0 on an... We'll get it official. Look like an 86-yard journey for Deante Lindsey up the Ada sideline.
Yeah, had a big hole there on the left side, Kenny, and hit another gear right as he went through it. And we'll call it the 14. We'll be generous. Broke one tackle right there at the 22 and then got to the edge. Good blocking there on the left side by the Cougs.
11:48 to play. Caden Mitchell off the Stafford hold at the 10-yard line. Marr the snap. Caden's been good this year, and he's good one more time, and we are 12 seconds in. And the Cougars get an 86-yard return from Deante Lindsey, who's doing it in all fashion this year, Trey Kinley. Defensive touchdowns, touchdowns receiving, and that time Clinton showed some team speed because Deante can fly. They almost got him, but Deante stretched it out. And the Ada Nissan shows us now how the Cougars struck first. Tornado Bowl, high kick. It's going to be Deante at the 14. Coming left, looking for the seam. 25, 30, gets outside. Speed, 50, 45, 40, 35. Goodbye, Deante to the end zone. Extra point good. Wow, what a return by Deante. The Cougars' first kickoff return for a touchdown this year. Deante goes 86. There was holding on the defense on the extra point, so the Cougars will kick it off 5 yards further upfield. Coming in, Deante had 4 kickoff returns for 96 yards, averaging 24 per return. That one goes 86. So now we will set the Cougar defense for you.
Big blocks there, Kenny, by Colton Carlock and LaKeven Richardson.
Just, that's downfield blocking on those returns. And a lot of times you see flags, so you immediately look back, Trey, for
I
laundry.
didn't even see across the end zone. I was looking to my left.
Cougars defense will be on the field in just a moment after the kickoff. They'll go with that 3-4 defense. Will Johnson, J.B. Coyle, Dawson Matthews left to right.
I thought they called a holding, Kenny.
They did. Okay, so it's a big pin, 15-yard. It was a hold to it. They'll kick off from the Clinton 45. Middle backers will be number 10, Fisher Moore, number 19, George Maddox. The outside backers, Eli Justice, Karan Richardson, 15 and 23. Free safety, Colton Carlock. Strong safety, Chase Bailey, 3 and 9. Cornerbacks are Deante Lindsey and Case Stafford. If Deante can get out there, he may have to take the first player or two off after that return. And we're going to see a lot of Eli Justice as well. All right. Tyler Walker places it on the tee. Will try to kick it through the end zone. He has the stronger leg. So from the Clinton 45-yard line, Walker will approach the football. Clinton has number 20 back to return, Kentavian Hill. And Tyler boots it deep to the right side into the end zone. That a boy. Tyler about 5 deep, and Clinton will take over 1st and 10 for their own 20. Ada leading 7-zip, 11:48 to play. Now you just got to poise yourself, but you want, at the same time, you want to continue to play off that momentum-building play. The opening kickoff to the house for Deante. So Cooper Sully's the quarterback, good quarterback. Their running game is the highlight of this team, what they do well. They're not big up front as far as weight and size, but they're strong, similar to that Poto team. Hill is in the I formation. It's a power I, got a fullback in front of, right behind Sully. He takes it, gives it off to Hill, running right, dancing up the middle, and the Cougars swarm him across the 20 to the 23. Will Johnson got downhill from his end position.
Fisher was there too, I think.
2nd down and 7. They're going to mark it at the 23. I'm going to say the 23, Trey. They said 6 on the PA, but it looks like it's looking at the marker on the far side.
I agree.
Yep, just above the 23 by about a football length. Again, one setback, about 8 yards behind the quarterback Sully. They pitch it coming left, and Will Johnson gets downhill. It's couldn't hardly bring the guy down, but he finally did. He was Zayden Collins, number 3, strong young man. He hit him at the 25, finally drug him down on the pitch at the 28. He got 5. We're on the Clinton side, and they kind of thought there should have been a face match. But I think he's kind of.
I think he just had him on the side of the head.
Yeah, behind the head, side of the helmet. So the first 3rd down for Clinton, 3rd and 2. Ada defense has been pretty good on 3rd downs this year. Defensively, 35.1% efficiency. Sully under center, power I formation on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, it's going to be offsides on Ada. I think Chauncey's lined up offsides.
Got Chauncey Conway in the game. Kelton Stipe has already entered the game. George has moved to that outside backer position. So offsides Ada. We'll give Clinton a 1st down. Trey at the 33, their initial 1st down.
Yeah, that happened to us once last week. It's that Jack backer, the near side Jack. He's just lined up a little bit far upfield.
So you've got Karan and George on the outside as far as your backers. Fisher and Kelton in the middle now. Single setback again. It looks like Collins behind the quarterback Sully, who goes under center most of the time. Man in motion. Look for the power sweep right. Here it is. No, they fake it. Quarterback runs back left on a little quarterback counter play, and he got out to the 39. Pretty good
job there
play
by Chase Bailey staying home.
As they fake the pitch, and that's one of those little wrinkles that you'll see teams run. They probably don't know how much they've showed that this year, but they're actually going to mark it up to the 40, so he got 7. They love to run that power sweep when they send the man in motion, and they fake the pitch, and the quarterback kind of looked like a quarterback counter came and had a little hole, and Bailey came up with strong support to make the play.
Yeah, Karan had gone upfield, which is what he's supposed to do to keep it from getting outside, and he went through the hole that Karan vacated, but Chase did a good job being there.
Hill the single setback. Receivers left and right. Hill gets the pitch, running right, got a little room. Stipe turned him back inside.
George.
And George from behind finished him off. It looked like Kelton or Fisher turned him back inside. That's what you have to do. You have to contain, set the edge, and trust your backers on the inside to finish it off.
Yeah, good job so far. There's going to be wrinkles. I dare not say this game will be won or lost in the first quarter. So both teams kind of settling in, feeling each other out, seeing what they're going to do, and both coaching staffs will make adjustments.
Clinton faces their second consecutive 3rd and 2. This one from the 41 in Clinton territory. 8:57 to play opening quarter. 7-0 Ada. Sully under center. Offset eye. Deep handoff. Nowhere to go. Cougars have stuffed to Hill at the 40. It's a host of Cougars, Trey. Eli Justice in there. George Maddox in there. Going to bring on the punt team. He lost a yard. Back to the 40.
Fish got through initially and clipped him on the legs. I'm not sure if it made him lose his balance or not, but the rest of the Cougars did a great job pursuing behind Fisher.
4th and 3. Punt safe, maybe. They got one guy back, but you probably just don't rush a lot here. Here's the punt. It's a high kick. Get away from it. Got to get away from it. They do. Takes a Clinton bounce and goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Was that number 12, Kenny, that kicked it?
Number 12. I
Sutton
tried to get the
Hernandez.
number. Sutton Hernandez.
I believe.
Yep. So from the 40-yard line in Clinton territory with the official line of scrimmage to the 8-31, or 8-30, 30-yard punt. No return. And Ada will take over their first possession now offensively after they return the opening kickoff for a touchdown from their own 30. 8:10 to play.
30, huh? It's going to be one of those nights where we wait to see where it is actually spotted, not where it goes out of bounds.
Yep, they marked it to the 30. Brock in the gun, now goes out of the gun. They go Wildcat with Colton. Brock comes out as a wide receiver. It's something, the new wrinkle the Cougars put in. They run Colton up the middle, slashing for a good 6 yards. Colton Carlock got great blocking up front. They haven't showed that all year, Trey. They send Brock from the out to wide receiver, moves a lot of men in
Brock's
motion.
like, can I go to the slot instead of the wide receiver? Yeah. He just ran a long way there.
And Colton got 6 on first down. Carlock had a nice week. 4 touchdowns last week for Ada. Him and Xander both had over 80 yards rushing. Ball at the 36, 2nd and 4. Boyles has Bryant on his right hip.
Carlock.
That's Carlock. Fake
Good
the
block.
rise, keeps it coming right, and gets close to the first down at the 39 as he was drugged down by Malachi Lorne, the defensive end. So Colton, the first 2 carries, has 9. You said who got the block on the edge?
I think it was Sanusi.
Cougars faced their first 3rd down of the game on their first possession.
No, it was Dawson. We had double tackles in on that side.
Cougars for the season, 40.2% on 3rd down, made 49 of 122. Kel Fuller over the football, empty set for Brock.
Motion, Carlock back in.
Yep, they're moving from the slot right, off the right hip of Boyles. Gets it going downhill and is stood up, and he's trying to fight for it, didn't get there. I thought the second effort might get him there, but that's a good defensive play by the Red Tornadoes on the interior. Number 29, Jordan Trout. Got a hook in Carlock. The Cougars face an early 4th down, and punting's, again, not necessarily a bad play here.
Nope.
5 for the 36-yard average a week ago by Brock. Got to be careful if their return guys are pretty salty. Had a guy return a kickoff last week for a touchdown. Brock standing at his 27, takes it. Line drive kick coming right, hits at the 35 and takes a sideways bounce and down.
They're going to mark that at the 35?
Deante should be the 36-yard line. 25 yards, no return. So Ada 3 and out, but returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Held Clinton on their first possession. Now Clinton will take over from their 36-yard line with 5:59 to play. Opening quarter of their second possession. Clinton had 1 first down on their opening possession. Now they're going to go to the shotgun formation with solely the quarterback. Man in motion's number 11, Hester. Gets it on the jet sweep. Got some speed. Gets cut down, though.
Kelton
got him at the 39. Great field inside by Stipe. Darren Hester's got some wheels as he tried to angle it to the edge, and Colton made a sure tackle to 39. 2nd down and 7 for the Red Tornadoes. Ball resting at the right hash mark. Solely the signal color. We tried to get stats all week from Clinton, but since the Coach Hipke says we don't have them. We'll have them at the end of the year. 2nd down and 7 from the 39.
I hope we can ask him tonight.
Power I formation. Deep handoff. Nowhere to go.
Cord
Coffee shooting through the gap. Took down Hill in the backfield.
Got a flag somewhere?
As Cord made a quick move to get Hill. And they marked the football. I don't see any marker on the turf.
He pointed towards Clinton. Maybe a legal formation, maybe?
Yep. It'd be 3rd down or 2nd down if you take the penalty. They're looking at the Ada sideline, and they're going to decline
7.
it. Yeah, they'll decline it on that no-gainer. So no gain as Cord Coffee made the nice tackle. Cord came in 50 tackles, 4.6, 8 tackles for loss this season. He's been in the backfield a lot. The Cougars were in the backfield last week, had 7 quarterback sacks in the game against Oologah. Brought a lot of pressure. And a similar style of defense tonight. They know Clinton's going to run the football, and they want them to throw the football. They will go put their corners on an island, and they'll bring 7, 8 right in the middle, and then stop the run. Cougar crowd on their feet on the far side. Cougar players down below getting them excited. Trying to get off the field on 3rd and 7. Clinton from the 39.
I look for a hard count here, Kenny, initially.
Watch number 6, Marquise Martin. Wide receiver, little guy, but he's got some wheels. He goes wide right. Single
timeout,
another
Clinton.
Receiver to the left, and it is a timeout by Coach Higbee and the Red Tornadoes. 4:49 to play. Opening quarter from Tornado Alley and Clinton. The Cougars 7. The Red Tornadoes zip. This is Cougar football. Tonight's broadcast, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. We got a little debate going on, a good, healthy debate. Do you take the penalty, make it 2nd and 12? Trey says you might have backed him up. I'm in agreement with the coaching staff. I think either one. I mean, they're a running football team, make 3rd and 7. Trust your defense maybe to get them off the field, but you hate not to take yardage when you can get it in a big game too.
Yeah, and 2nd and 12, they're very likely to run the ball and get it down to 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 anyway. So maybe that's what you do.
Parrish Blackwolf, the sniffer back, strong right formation. Sully from the gun has Hill to his right. Sully takes the snap. Back to pass, throwing deep. Deante in coverage downfield on Hester, and Hester came back to catch it. Deante knocked it away. The ball was underthrown. The Clinton crowd wanted interference as the ball was underthrown, and it was close as Deante and Hester both arrived at the ball at the same time. It's punt time for Clinton.
Yeah, I if I was a Clinton fan, I'd be mad. But I think it was a great call, personally.
If the ball's not underthrown, it's not even a chance for,
they were both hand fighting. I don't think it was PI, but it's hard to say.
LaKeven deep on 4th down from the 39. Snap back in good order.
Better punt this time.
Number 25, Garrison Rhodes.
20.
LaKeven back at his 17, goes down to 22. About a 5-yard return, so number 25.
He caught that at the 20, Kenny.
From the 20, so LaKeven. So we got a 1-yard return to the 21. So Ada will take over at their own 21. Second official possession. Return the opening kickoff for a touchdown. Had a couple of positive run plays, had it 3rd and 1 on their second possession, ended up having to punt. Couldn't get it. Now they start from their own 21. And Ada offensive for the season gets 331.8 yards per game, 173.9 on the ground, 157.9 through the air. A very multiple team offensively. Kay Stafford comes to the near side of the boundary side. Fisher Moore in the slot left. It's like Deante wide left. Boyle hands it off and going nowhere. Getting stuffed in the backfield is one of their best players. Number 7, Montrell Crane got Xander in the backfield for a loss of, it looks like, about 3. Good play, just got great penetration. Now this sometimes they'll have a 4-man front. They really mix it up defensively based on your formation. Trip receivers, 2 go left, 1 come to the boundary side. Fisher on the strong right side is the sniffer. Brock awaits, takes it, hands it off inside, and the Cougars get stuffed again. Xander Ryan's got the carry, and they are really crowding the line of scrimmage now. Malachi Lorne got him. Moved it back to the 16, so the Cougars now going backwards, Trey. 3rd and 15.
Sorry, I got behind on my stats when my laptop or iPad fell.
Marr will come out of the game. Kamari Richardson in. Unless you just play it for field position here, it's probably a passing down on 3rd and 15. Trip receivers to the boundary, and Deante has single coverage.
Now he's got a safety over there, too. So almost triple coverage.
Yep,
delay a game.
Safety did sneak over. He had initially had Hill on him. Moved the Cougars back 5 more. So this is one of those possessions you just don't want to make a mistake now down on your end of the field. Leading 7-zip. Big front for the Tornadoes. Right now they go with that, looks like a 3-man front. Again, one of their better players, wearing number 7. He can go 7 or 58, either one. He's 7 tonight, Montrell Crane. So now you come out with twin receivers, or a single receiver left and right.
Fisher here.
They're going to hand it off to Xander, trying to get to the corner. Got some good blocking out there to the 20. Got a little room. It was open for a moment. Good pursuit as Xander got out to mark it close, if not to the 20-yard line. He got 9. And that's a pretty good run on 3rd down and 20. Got 11. Or got 9. Punting time for Ada, but got Brock a little more room.
I like using Xander on the edge like that better than between the tackles.
Punt formation, Clinton should have good field position unless Brock Boyles can get a dandy off. Here's his kick line drive. See if it hit and get a Cougar bounce. It does. Back to the 43, picked up at the 45 and dropped.
Keevan
got over there and got number 25, Garrison Rhodes, at the 47. The punt went to the 43. It was a 37-yard punt. Clinton will take over for their 3rd possession. 2:07 to play in the opening quarter. 8 on top, 7-0. So Clinton has slowly turned field position around here on a couple of stops. They've got it at the 47. Their 3rd offensive possession. Ada has Kamari in there at the left corner. The quarterback, Sully, under center, gives to his fullback, and he's got a little running room across the 50 and Ada territory. Carlock got him from behind. That time on the carry was Malachi Lorne, a strong fullback who's got the quick pop for 5 to the Ada 48. 2nd and 5 for the Red Tornadoes. Ada on top, 7-0 here in the first quarter. Deante Lindsey electrified the Ada crowd in the opening kickoff. 86-yard return for 6. Single setback. 8 yards behind the quarterback, Sully, who's under center. That's
quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and he didn't get much. Sully just kept it straight ahead, and the Cougars clogged the middle. J.B. Coyle plays that nose guard position. They got a push to the Ada 46. They need 3. They must reach the Ada 43, possibly 4-down territory. Ada's got them to 3rd down on.
As good as defense as Clinton's playing, I don't know.
Sully under center. Zayden Collins, the tailback. Sully hands it off, deep handoff to Collins into the Ada secondary. Runs over a couple Cougars, still on his feet, didn't wrap him up. He just ducked his shoulder and ran over a couple of Cougars en route to the Ada 25 for 21 yards. Strong run by Collins for 21. Red Tornadoes have a first down. That was just a deep handoff out in the power I formation. The ball set at the Ada 25-yard line. Cougars on top by 7. We played the final 30 seconds of the first quarter. Now they run the I formation with Lorne the fullback. Sully the quarterback. Hill and they're going to give it to the fullback Lorne up the middle. The Cougars eat him up at the line of scrimmage. They slant it left. Kelton Stipe, Fisher Marr. I see get up off the bottom. As Lorne didn't get much, they'll give him 1 inside the 25 to the 24.
Kenny, we've got that previous play before that. Got a tackle.
Yep.
That's reminiscent of broken or Poto there.
One quarter.
Strength in those runners. You've got to take them all the way to the ground. Little missile tackles aren't going to work.
1 quarter in the books. Ada leads Clinton 7-0. This is Cougar football. Tonight's broadcast a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Welcome back to the Tornado Bowl in Clinton. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 Ada. Clinton in Ada territory at the 24-yard line on the move. And Jeff Calley, if you're listening, we end up having a seat for you. Their newspaper guy they said we'd share a booth with didn't show up. So hope you're enjoying the game back home. 24-yard line. Ada didn't have much offense in the first quarter, but special teams. An 86-yard touchdown by Deante on the opening kickoff.
Yeah, really a good defensive battle here. Very few penalties, had an offsides and a illegal formation, but other than that, no in-play penalties. Both teams playing physical and playing well right now.
Clinton will now move from north to south at the Ada 24-yard line. Cougars up front. Got Will Johnson, J.B. Coyle, and Cord Coffey on the line. Xander's gone out to play a corner. We saw this last week. He's on the right side. Deante's on the left corner. Stipe and Marr in the middle. Maddox and Karan, the outside backers. Got Bailey and Carlock. Defensive backs. Cooper Sully, the quarterback for the Ada 24-yard line. Takes it. Fake play action. Wants to throw. Wide open on the left side. Going to be a Clinton touchdown, a walk-in. They slipped the guy out. Didn't see where they slipped him out from, but that was a beautifully designed play to the Kentavion Hill, and it's a touchdown for Clinton of 24 yards.
Yeah, definite bust there, Kenny, but
we'll have to see where Hill was lined up. He slipped out.
He was in the backfield.
He slipped out of the backfield. So at the 11:51 mark,
you've got 2 corners over there that are playing man-to-man, so I would assume that's a linebacker or a safety that's got to get over there with him.
Extra point, Austin Reynega drills it. Tie game at 7, 11:51 to play here in your second quarter. Clinton strikes. This is Cougar football. Tonight's broadcast, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Clinton goes 53 yards in 5 plays, 2 minutes and 18 seconds, and a well-designed play action. And they slipped Hill out of the backfield, and he was wide open. All the quarterback had to do is get him the football, and he was going to walk in, and he did. They don't pass it much, but they set you up with some.
No, and it wasn't a good pass.
No.
He was just that wide open.
So Ada will have to try to retaliate. Tie game at 7. Carlos De La Fuente on the tee at the 40. High kick. LeKeven, 16. At the 20, 25, there's a 360 to 30. Clinton sideline, 32-yard line. At the 360, you've got the Cougars in good field position. Ran out of bounds by Darren Hester, but not a bad return of, it looks like 16 yards. So the market at the 32. Now the Ada offense needs to try to get cracking.
There's a flag, Kenny. I've yet to see it, though. Oh, it's right here at the 40.
So it came
behind the play.
Yep, well behind the play on the Ada return by LeKeven out to the 32. Would be decent field position. It's going to look like go against Ada.
Personal foul, blindside block on the return team. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Blindside block against Ada. We'll push it all the way back to the 17. So now you're back inside your own 20. It's 11:44 to play, second quarter. So the vaunted Clinton running game, they turn to the pass game for their first points. 7-7 is the Ada offense. You know, I will remind you, last week they went three at punt, turnover on downs on the first three possessions, then got it going against Oologah. Tied at 7. Brock throws a quick wide receiver screen to LeKeven. Edge 20, 25, 30. Nice play. Good block downfield by Cord Coffey. Leveled Hester. And LeKeven got the wheels going on the wide receiver screen. Got an athlete in space for 14 and a Cougar first down.
I like that play, Kenny. If they're going to crowd the box and not let us run in there, then let's get some quick. That's essentially a long handoff.
Twin receivers right, a single left. No one on Deante over here. Finally, they get Hester over on him. Brock looks to the sidelines. Plenty of time to get the play off. Checks his wristband. Now waits the snap of Kel Fuller. Sends LeKeven in motion left to right. Hands it off coming back to Carlock, coming left. Colton trying to get to the edge, 30, 35, stutter step, 40, saves him out, 45, 50. There goes Colton, 40, and out of bounds. Oh, he's so patient. So patient.
Got an injured player, Kenny, for Clinton.
Got to the corner, got down the sideline to the 44 in Clinton territory. That's a 25-yard run by Colton. As you said, we do have a Clinton player down on the Clinton sidelines. He gets up.
No, he's still down.
Yeah, it's just on the Clinton sidelines, so they'll continue play. So a 25-yard run, got some great blocks, but what patience by Carlock.
Yeah, showed some speed. He's deceptively fast, Kenny.
LeKeven now in the backfield besides Brock. Gets it running right, cuts it back up inside, and got to the 41, then got his shoulder pads popped and turned around. As you hadn't seen LeKeven take snaps from a tailback often this year. They spun him around.
Wow, that's a terrible spot.
Back to the 42-yard line. Thought he'd reached the 41, and they hit him, and they spun him around. They mark it back to where he
landed.
Second down and 8. Rhines will come in. Carlock will exit the game. Cougars back-to-back first downs on the first two plays of this drive. Tied at 7, second quarter. Lindsey wide right. Richardson comes to the left side. Kamari's in the slot with that Fisher. Fisher in the slot. Deep handoff. Xander bounces it outside to the 40. And nice run by Xander. Used his speed. Dropped the football but went out of bounds. Right at the Clinton side. Xander popped that one outside and ended up getting to the 40. So we got a couple. Went a long ways to get to Trey, but he started deep in the backfield. Penetration was made, but the state 400-meter champion able to get to the edge. Third down and 6 for Ada in Clinton territory. 10:08 to play. Ball came out right at the Clinton sidelines, but fortunately for the Cougars, it was out of bounds. Carlock and the Wildcat. They've shown some thrown out of this
Ball
in practice.
Start.
Yeah, Deante leaned forward. So false start against Ada. Now moves it back to 3rd and 11. Ball moved back from the 40 to the 45. Shake it off. Next play. Collin Christian came in on that play. So did Kelton Stipe. Cougars are now changed personnel a bit. Stipe is out. Cougars break the huddle. Ball on the left hash mark. Lindsey to the boundary side. Guarded man by Hill.
Cord Coffee split out wide right.
Yeah, they got quads right. Brock back to pass. Screen pass. Collin. Nowhere to go. They sent quads out there, tried a wide receiver screen to Collin Christian and got nowhere. No gain. Cougars will try to turn the field around now and punt. So 4th down from the 45, 4th and 11 for Ada. The 3rd and 6 penalty stings a bit. Brock will put a foot into it. High kick angling at the 10, goes inside the 10, the 5, gets a good Cougar bounce. How about this? Inside the 1, the Cougars down it. Deante right on it. A 44-yard punt, no return, goes dead at the 1.
I think if you could mark it any closer, you could.
Boy, Deante got there and just waited on it, so now it's where you don't want to let Clinton out the barn door.
Yeah, last week they went 99 on a play, Kenny.
So the Cougars in a 7-7 first half game with the Red Tornadoes. Ball at the north end of the field, way down to our left. We're about the 45-yard line on the south end. The tailback is Hill, and the quarterback, the fullback or the quarterback running right up the middle. Sully, yep, just kept it up the middle and didn't get much. Got out to the 3-yard line, just trying to get some real estate. The middle interior of the Cougar defense got him. He's 2nd down and 8. Again, Coffey, Coyle, and Johnson, the 3-man front. Maddox and Eli Justice, the outside backers. McGilbray in, defensive back right now, one of the safety positions. Sully under center, I formation. Handoff to Lorne, the fullback, and he is crushed at the 5.
Fisher
just
and Kelton
rang his bell. 2 more yards. So the Cougar defense so far answers, but now they got to get the Clinton offense off the field. 3rd down and 6. Stipe and Maddox, 2 of the most energetic players you'll see in Oklahoma football, getting the crowd into it on the far side. 3rd down and 6 for the Red Tornadoes from their own 5. Game tied at 7, second quarter, 8:15 to play. Cooper Sully will call the signals. Again, out of the I formation. Sully, deep handoff, and the Cougars got it to stop. I formation handoff. A little extracurricular activities. They went deep to number 20, it looked like. Couldn't see who got the tackle from this end, but Hill got the carry, and the Cougars have got the stop at the 6-yard line.
4th and 5.
So punting formation, Cougars, and that punt paid dividends by Brock a moment ago. If we can handle this one well, and we've turned the field around. LeKeven stands at his own at the Clinton 43-yard line. Rhodes will kick it. Line drive kick. LeKeven at the 44 to the 40, 35, bounces outside 30. Cougar sideline 25, 360, 20. Oh, baby! LeKeven, make a miss, big boy. All the way down to the 18-yard line. A 26-yard return on a thing of beauty to the Ada sideline. And Ada has it inside the Clinton 20 to set up shop.
Great job there. And we had a punt block on, so he low line drive kick, but there was absolutely no blocking. Keith basically did that on his own. That's a nice play by Keith.
25-yard return officially at the Clinton 19-yard line. He hauled that in about the 44. 7:18 to play. Ada in a 7-7 tie has turned the field around though. No one wide right. The strong side's the left side. Now Coffey and Marr think about shifting. Now set up strong left. They run it that way with Caron. Picks his way outside. Secondary. Caron to the 12-yard line. Well, they went power left and said, stop us. And Caron ran behind some great blocking on that side. Dawson Matthews out from that left tackle position.
Brock out.
Got it down to the 13-yard line. He got 7.
12.
Officially marking it at the 12. 2nd and 3. Be the Wildcat with Carlock, or maybe just in at quarterback. Caron off his right hip. Takes the snap. Colton going to run right. Got some good blocking. Cuts inside 15, 10, 5. Looking for the end zone. Surging. Got it. Touchdown, Ada. Colton Carlock behind some big-time blocking right side. And the Cougars went power right. And Colton has his 5th rushing touchdown in the last 2 weeks. And the Cougars on the high side, 13-7, using a short field to find the end zone.
I'll tell you what there. Caron got absolutely lit up, Kenny. But he took the guy out of the play. I mean, it doesn't matter how you make the block. He didn't get a pancake. He got hit hard, but then he created the hole.
Mitchell off the Stafford hold is perfect again on the extra point. Caden Mitchell's been outstanding, 45 of 50 on the year. Ada, I'll say it again, but I'll be a broken record, but punts are not a bad play. Field position is key anytime, but especially this time of the year. And the Cougars turn the field around and go 19 yards in 2 plays and strike on this Colton Carlock touchdown run, courtesy Ada Nissan. Takes the snap. Colton going to run right. Got some good blocking. Cuts inside 15, 10, 5. Looking for the end zone. Surging. Got it. Touchdown, Ada. Colton Carlock behind some big-time blocking right. Boy, watch that again. I'm about to say watch that again. But what a run by Colton. But Karan Richardson out front, willing to put his body on the line, Trey Kinley, sacrificing to take a guy out of the play, and Colton Carlock found the end zone. 2 plays, 19 yards. Took the Cougars 50 seconds. And they're on top 14-7. That's a big, big offensive touchdown for Ada.
Yeah, I thought we may have had a little bit of a tush push there, but it was all Colton, 1-on-3, and just kept his feet moving, spun to his right, and then into the end zone.
Caden Mitchell puts it on the tee, south end of the Tornado Bowl, left hash mark. Don't kick it to the deep guy. The little guy can motor. Probably that high pooch to the right. There it is. Farrakot at the 27-yard line. It appears number 13, Vince Jones. I think that's Martin, number 6, their deep guy, and he's the one that took one to the house last week. He's boy, he looked like about 6th or 7th grader out there. He's a little guy, but he can flat motor.
I get nervous anytime I see an onside kick called, or a fair catch called now.
Yeah. So Clinton starts at their own 27. 6:26 to play second quarter. Ada on top 14-7. Clinton struck on a touchdown pass on a 3rd down play to start the second quarter. Ada's got an 86-yard touchdown kickoff return by Deante Lindsey and a touchdown run by Colton Carlock of 12 yards. Sully under center. Again, I formation with the Red Tornadoes. Man in motion. That looked like it turned upfield quick. Deep handoff in the backfield. And the Cougars
going to have a hold.
Yeah, the Cougars stuffed it at the line of scrimmage. Kelton Stipe, George Maddox. Who else getting up there? Cord Coffey slid down as they were really packing that middle.
Was that Hill?
I was watching the flag after the running back got up. I think it was Hill. Let's see the play call. It's going to be against Ada. Too bad. Dadgummit. Ooh. Said the defense chopped.
Didn't know they could.
15-yard penalty after a good stop. That'll move the football all the way to the 42-yard line and a Clinton first down.
They called that on Kelton Stipe, and it was absolutely terrible call. Hit him right in the waist.
Ball that sets in between the 42 and 43-yard line. Clinton with the football, go shotgun. Sully sends a man in motion, fakes it, keeps it. Oh, it gets upended. Kelton said, don't call it on me this time. He shot the gap and just leveled the quarterback, who almost sent him head over heels for a tackle for loss. Kelton Stipe, double-digit tackles, Trey, a week ago.
Was that a pass there, Kenny?
No, it's a run all the way. Faked it and took off running. Faked it on the jet sweep to Martin. 2nd down and 11. Ball resting at the 42. That last play officially started at the 43. Sully under center, this time a single tailback. 8 yards back and got a play clock penalty. Delay a game against Clinton.
Game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Moves it back to the 36. Kelton Stipe, 5.7 tackles per game. 4 tackles for loss, 3 assists. When you put that assist column, Trey, on your stats, is that sacks or tackles for loss?
Which one?
That one right there.
That's assisted sacks.
Assisted sacks. He's assisted on 3 sacks, has 1 solo sacks. It has 4 tackles for loss. Just got another one for his 5th. Sully under center, deep handoff, nowhere to go. Cougars got him, and guess who? Kelton Stipe again. Got Kentavian Hill in the backfield. And I think we got another tackle for loss or close to it. They're going to say line of scrimmage that time. Might have even gave him one. Boy, Kelton shot the gap again. They're marking at the 37-yard line. Third down. Cougars got it behind the 6. Right where they want it. They can get off the field now. Ball at the 37-yard line. Third down. They need 16. They need to reach the Ada 47. Sully takes the snap. Got 3 receivers. Back to pass. There's a wide receiver. Screen intercepted. Oh, it dropped. Oh, I thought Fisher had it. He read it beautifully.
Hill did a great job of turning into DB there, Kenny.
Because Fisher Morris, such a smart player. What a great young man, and so smart out there on the field. Read that like a good novel, Trey Kinley. He was ready to go to the end zone, and punt formation. The Ada defense gets off the field. Back to punt.
Yeah, Katavion Hill did a good job knocking it out of Fish's hands there.
Garrison Rhodes from his 20. Ryan's rushing from the edge, so is Carluck up the middle. LeKeven over to field the punt at the 31 and gets to the 40, 45, boundary right side. Got another good return. The return game's been good tonight for Ada. He was tight roping the sidelines, caught it at the 31. They're going to mark him out at the 45, a 14-yard return. So a 31, 32-yard punt. Return to the 45. So Ada takes over leading 14-7. 4:03 to play. Both these teams have been solid on most phases all season long. Cougars come in 10-1, Clinton 8-3. Both teams have pitched 3 shutouts this year. Karan Richardson in the backfield on the left hip of Brock. Colton outside 50 in the Clinton territory. Hester got him, but again, direct snap to Colton Carlock. Comes up a little gimp on the play. One of those pretty good hits, but he got good yardage. He got 6 to the Clinton 49. Second down and 4. Hester the open field tackle. So Colton comes off. And
that's how you got to tackle Colton. Hit him right in the waist where he can't keep turning those legs.
Second down and 4. Colton will get some treatment laying down on the Ada sideline. Second and 4. It's Karan on the hip of Brock. Twin receivers to the boundary side, a single wide right. Play action for Brock. Throwing a deep post downfield to Deante, and he tried to come back to it and slipped.
Whoa.
Slipped and fell. He tried to come back to it, and that may have been Deante slipping more coming back to the ball than it was contact by Kentavian Hill. Pass goes incomplete. Cougars took a shot on 2nd and 4. Had safety over the top that came. Did they get the safety over?
Can't tell.
Third down and 4 for Ada at the Clinton 49. They need to reach the Clinton 45-yard line. Boyles, they looked almost went offside on the hard cadence by Brock.
Timeout, Ada.
Yeah, Clinton showed blitz, kind of gave their hand on the hard cadence, and Ada will use a timeout. We'll take 1, 2. 3:15 to play, quarter number 2 from Clinton. Class 4A state playoffs. Ada 14, Clinton 7. This is Cougar Football. Tonight's broadcast, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. 3:15 to play until halftime. Ada on the Clinton side of the field, moving north to south. On the high side, 14-7. Third down and 4. Just took a shot on 2nd and 4. Had a pass go incomplete intended for Lindsey. Now you face a third down and 4. Colton Carlock went out a couple of plays ago after a 6-yard run, after a hard hit. Tough young man. I assume Colton would probably be back.
See if I can tell anything that happened here. He's already back in.
Yeah. Just one of those deals, I think. One of those probably just.
I'm guessing. Took a helmet right to where you don't want to take a helmet to, would be my guess.
Yeah. Midsection.
Yep.
49-yard line. Colton, the quarterback, or the tailback, to the right of Boyles.
Cord, no safety.
Empty set as Colton clears it wide right. Waiting for the screen pass. Brock looking downfield, throws over the middle, caught. Deante, 35, 30, dancing, 22, 20-yard line, 25-yard line.
Hadn't seen that play all year, Kenny.
Beautiful play. It took some time to develop.
It did.
And they got Deante coming. Would he come from a slant for the right side? He came across the field for 24 yards in an 8 of 4.
Yeah, but when you send Kelton out like that, the rush has to they can't come upfield at you because they got to be worried about him over there, especially with the double pass type thing.
And he was just waiting out there and kind of a decoy.
Yep.
And then brought Deante and Brock waited. The offensive line did a great job protecting Brock, and big-time play for Ada. 2:45
really good play
to play.
design there.
25-yard line, Clinton territory, moving south to north. Handoff, LeKeven from the backfield running right, up inside. Nice turning of the shoulders. Kel Fuller up leading the way, kind of pulling off out of that center position on the lead block. A couple of yards for LeKeven. Yeah, I love that last play design. It was just a very creative. You got one of your best runner over there waiting for a pass with nobody around.
Yeah,
him.
and Cord and Fisher both released on this near side, so they were occupying the safety in the corner over here and maybe even a linebacker.
Now you try to finish the drive before halftime because Clinton gets the ball to start the second half. Ada on the high side, 14-7. Boyles has Carlock off his right hip. LeKeven's set up in the slot right. Brock now empties the backfield. It goes wide right.
Timeout.
And the Cougars are running out of time.
It's all right.
Again, some new wrinkles they've just put in this week.
Yep.
More movement, more formation, more shifts. Just
window dressing.
Yeah. Good word for it. That time it was really good. Let's go ahead and take a quick one.
Okay.
Get some sponsors in here. 7-8 leads 14-7. $1.54 to play in the second. This is Cougar football, streaming at K80aradio.net. All right, welcome back to the Tornado Bowl in Clinton. 14-7, Ada, $1.54 to play. First half, this Ada drive started at their own 45. Got a 6-yard run by Carlock, an incomplete pass, and a beautifully designed play on 3rd and 4. A 24-yard passing catch from Brock Boyles to Deante Lindsey. Brock's the quarterback, Colton's the running back. Brock awaits the snap. Claps, hands it off to Colton, running left. Fuller out pulling. Boy, they got a great surge. Colton trying to approach the 20, and then the Clinton defense got over there the last minute. It looked like Cougars had a little bit more space, and that Michael Lorne got over there.
Loss.
Yeah, it looked like Colton was just about to get around the edge.
No, still 23-ish.
23 is officially no gain. 3rd down, the ball on the left hash. Cougars need 8. We approach the 120 mark. It will be at 120 or less when we take this snap. Brock slaps his hands. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. Got a wide open Coffee, the tight end. Gets hit, but gets a first down.
That a boy Cord.
Inside the 15.
That extra lunge got it,
yeah,
Kenny.
He took a hit, but he's a big guy. They slip the tight end, and they get it down to the 12-yard line and 8 a first down. He got 11. Again, that quick passing game, utilizing the big tight end. Cord Coffey's been good this season. 10 catches, 208 yards coming in. That's his 11th catch. We're inside a minute at 55 seconds. You've got one timeout left. Got to go with some urgency here from the 12-yard line. Karan Richardson in the game. Carlock's the quarterback. Takes the snap. He'll run left and not much. Going to have to get the line of scrimmage or in a hurry or use a timeout. You only got one left. I think the Cougars getting the play call in with 34 seconds. Got a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 11. 25 seconds. Got to move. Cougars running out of time here in the first half. 20 seconds. It's going to be about 15 when they get the playoff.
Yeah, we had 37 there when the clock.
Colton awaits the snap with 14 seconds. Karan off his right hip. This play taking a long time to develop.
And now we're going to call a timeout?
Yeah, they just didn't execute.
That's bad.
Yeah, that was bad clock management by the Cougars all the way
31
down.
seconds ran off
before
we ultimately called a timeout.
With a timeout in our hip pocket, just got to be more cognizant of the time there. The ball on the left hash mark would be a 28-yard field goal. Had time to get up, even if you spike it. And you have third, you at least got one more play. But just didn't execute, and you got it next play. It's a 14-7 lead. Cougars have executed other things very well here in the first half, just did not play with urgency, and probably will go maybe for the field goal here. I don't think now with 6 seconds, Trey, you can do much.
No. I think we are looking at who's coming off the field and who's staying on. I like it.
Cougars this year in the field goal
0
department.
for 1.
Yep. Tyler Walker missed one that he had plenty of leg on. It'll be a 28-yarder from the left hash mark.
Looks like it's going to be Caden Mitchell, though.
Yep, it will be Caden. I was saying Tyler's the only one that's attempted one this year. Caden has not attempted a field goal. He's been great on extra points, 45 of 50. So the Cougars try to get points before halftime. Clinton will have the ball to start the second half. We'll have all your stats for you, your Ada Nissan replays, and your Class 4A scoreboard.
And the McCowan trivia question, because we forgot to do it.
Well, we got excited.
I did. Sorry.
McCowan's called a few games from this venue, I think, over the years.
I'll pop it up right now. So what former Cougar has scored the most touchdowns against Clinton? Played 13 actual games. One player has more than anybody else. Text your answer to Trey at 580-495-9099.
So Caden Mitchell will put the ball down about the 18-yard line. Or he'll put his tee down there. Marr the snapper. Case Stafford on the hold. Mitchell, a 28-yard attempt with 6 seconds to play in the first half. It's like an extra point. 8 yards more, just get a good snap. There it is. Ball's down. Caden's kick is up, and he pulled it left. From the left hash mark, he pulled it left. So the Cougars have squandered an opportunity on a 28-yard field goal. Love to have had a couple more plays there. Nonetheless, it's 14-7. Just get a stop here on this probably run play and get to the locker room. The ball will come out to the 20-yard line for Clinton after the field goal miss.
Yeah, that's, to me, Kenny, that's where maybe we should have kicked some field goals earlier in the year to get game situations in those. I know the kickers do it all day, every day, but
Clinton will just probably go down on one knee. So he does. First half in the books. Ada and Clinton, the winner of the semifinals in Class 4A. What a matchup. What a rivalry. 36 state championships between these two clubs, battling here in the round of 8. Ada 14, Clinton 7. Tonight's Cougar Podcast, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Ooh. Welcome back. Tornado Alley sitting there looking at the scoreboard, and we'll give you those in a moment. Got some interesting games going on in Class 4A tonight. Kenny Morrison alongside Trey Kinley. Mason Lee up top on the camera, doing a great job. We play on a beautiful night for football. Game time weather conditions, 50 degrees when we kicked it off. North-northeast wind at about 5 miles per hour. We've dipped into that just a little bit as we got a winner.
Yep. Jamie Hart, the leading yards per carry, second leading yards per carry against Hilldale back in 1995. Barry Odom had 4 that year against Clinton. Brandon had one that year, and Daniels had 1 that year and 2 the following year, but Barry has the most with 4. And who's, I might add, UNLV Running Rebels are playing some really, really good football right now. They've been fortunate enough they play some late games. Yeah. I got to watch them. They're playing really well.
Cougars on top 14-7, trying to get to the semifinals next Friday night. And it didn't take long to get started tonight. In a game that has been built up with a great anticipation, the Cougars answered the bell. Clinton won the toss. They deferred. Cougars got the football going from north to south. Deante Lindsey, one of the deep men, they kicked to him, and Deante electrified the Ada crowd to open the game up tonight.
Sorry, I was reading people's texts, Kenny. I apologize.
Kick. It's going to be Deante at the 14. Coming left, looking for the seam. 25, 30. Gets outside. Speed. 50, 45, 40, 35. Goodbye, Deante to the end zone. Clinton has some team speed because Deante can fly, and they were stride for stride, just trying to catch Deante, but his long strides got it in the end zone. What an electric play to start the game. The first kickoff return for a touchdown this year for the Cougars. Caden Mitchell's PAT made it 7-0 Ada. It stayed that way. The teams traded punts on the next 4 total possessions. Clinton got the ball back at their own 47 late in the first quarter with 2:07 to play. and they faced a second down to start the second quarter from the 8 to 24-yard line, and they score on a 24-yard touchdown pass to tie the game at 7-7. What other replay did you have besides the golden touchdown? Basically
2 out of 3. We got the punt return that set it up.
Yep.
And then the touchdown.
Yep, so Ada got the football after a 7-7 game. Clinton had to punt about midway through the second quarter. Ada had turned the field around after Brock Boyles had punted down to the Clinton 1-yard line. They held Clinton. Clinton punted the football, and LeKeven returned it, got it at the 44-yard line in Clinton territory. A nice return to set up an Ada drive. Rhodes will kick it. Line drive kick. LeKeven at the 44 to the 40, 35, bounces outside 30. Cougar sideline 25, 360, 20. Oh, baby! Yeah. Officially stepped out of bounds at the 25. That set up Ada first and 10 in Clinton territory. And actually officially the 19-yard line, a 25-yard return. On first down, Karan Richardson ran for 7 to the 12. Then Colton Carlock in there in the shotgun formation would take it the final 12. Some great blocking, and Karan Richardson sacrificed himself along the way as well as Colton made a push into the end zone. Takes the snap. Colton going to run right. Got some good blocking. Cuts inside 15, 10, 5. Looking for the end zone. Surging. Got it! Touchdown, Ada! Colton Carlock behind some big-time blocking right. Looked like Fisher Moore driving his man out to the edge to open that up, and then the offensive line got downfield, some great blocking. They were excited as they picked up the running back in the end zone as Colton, his 5th rushing touchdown in 2 weeks. Mitchell's extra point made it 14-7 Ada. Ada would then hold Clinton, get Clinton off the field, force another Clinton punt, and Ada would drive all the way down to the Clinton 11-yard line. Still had about 31 seconds left when the play ended on a 1-yard run by Carlock. Had 1 timeout left, and from 31 seconds, the clock ran all the way down to 6 seconds, and Ada finally called a timeout. Missed some miscommunication, some confusion on the field and on the sidelines, and that really cost the Cougars able to run another at least maybe 2 more plays before halftime. They would end up trying a 28-yard field goal from the left hash mark, and it would be pulled wide left by Mitchell, and the Cougars lead at halftime 14-7 over the Clinton Red Tornadoes. We'll take a halftime break. On the other side, your first half numbers. This is Cougar Football. Tonight's broadcast, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Welcome back to the Tornado Bowl in Clinton, Class 4A playoffs. The Ada Cougars on the high side at halftime, 14-7. We thought it would be a hard-fought game, and for 2 quarters it has been. Cougars have had a couple more opportunities to put points on the board and came away empty, but nonetheless, a good first half by Ada. Played well. Defense was solid, didn't let Clinton get out on some big runs, and got 24 minutes left to do that, just to kind of continue to contain that Clinton run game, and they've done a great job of it so far. And Ada's offense took a while to get rolling, but finally put a couple drives together, and Trey Kinley has your first half numbers.
Team-wise for Clinton, 4 first downs, 2 on the drive where they scored and had won that first drive. 17 rushes, 51 yards, so 3 yards a carry with 1 pass for 24 yards, 1 of 3 passing, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. 2 penalties for 14 yards, 2 of 7 on third down, oval on fourth down. Ada has 5 first downs, 15 carries for 70 yards, so just under 5 a carry, 4 of 5 passing for 49 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. 5 penalties for 45 yards, 2 of 8 on third down, 0 of 0 on fourth down, 0 of 1 on field goals. Individually, rushing for Clinton, Collins has 3 carries for 26 yards. Really the only big rushing play they have was the one he had for 16 yards, I think, where he broke a couple tackles. Lauren has 4 carries for 10 yards, the big fullback. Sully, the quarterback, has 5 for 9. Contavian Hill only has 4 carries. I expected more carries for him. Maybe it's coming. 1 for 3 for Darren Hester. Passing, Cooper Sully was 1 for 3 for 24. 1 touchdown and no interceptions. Contavian Hill caught that passing touchdown. Individually for Ada, Carlock has 8 for 53, so 6.5 a carry. Karan has 1 for 7. Keeve has 3 for 6, and Xander has 3 for 4. That's kind of misleading because 2 of those went and he got hit in the backfield and then had a real nice gain on that third carry. Passing, Brock 4 or 5 for 49 yards, no touch, no picks. Deante has 1 for 24. Keefe has 1 for 14. Cord has 1 for 11, and then Colin Christian has a catch for 0 yards.
Neither team had a turnover. We talked about the turnover battle, so they're dead even there. Those teams took care of the basketball. Special teams played huge again. The return for a touchdown by Deante Lindsey of 86 yards to open the game, the kickoff return, and then Brock Boyle's punt. They got that pinned Clinton at the 1-yard line that eventually set up an Ada touchdown. They set up a short field for Ada when they started the ensuing possession at the 19-yard line and scored in 2 plays. So special teams has came up really, really big for the Ada Cougars, and it's got them a 14-7 lead here at halftime. We'll take a break, come back on the other side of this break, and look at your scoreboard. Playoffs all over the state of Oklahoma. Tonight's Ada Cougar broadcast is streaming at kadaradio.net. I'm Kenny Morton alongside Trey Kinley and Mason Lee, and tonight's broadcast a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Welcome back to the Tornado Bowl in Clinton. Cougars lead at 14-7 at halftime. 8 teams left in Class 4A. Semifinals next week at neutral sites. The Cougars hope to be one of those 4 teams. Got to hang on. Got to finish off this game, leading by 7 at half. They'll play the Wagner-Tuttle winner. And Trey, there's some good football going on across the state in the playoffs tonight, particularly in Class 4A. A lot of all 4 games pretty tight.
Yeah. Actually, I'm still stuck on 5A here, though. I'll switch it over. I'll do that 5A right quick while we're here. Elgin Claremore tied. Del City up 34-0. Carl Albert up 42-0. And Bishop McGinnis beating Bishop Kelly 14-7. Class 4A, Salisaw down 21-14 to Blanchard. It says 6 minutes left in the second. Who knows? Blanchard was up 14-0 early. Salisaw came back and tied it. Of course, we got 14-7 here. Poto up 2 on Newcastle. Missed extra point maybe. Reach out to Nathan Elliott, maybe see what happened in that game, but close game nonetheless. And then the big surprise to me, of course, Wagner only up 7-0 on Tuttle. I'm telling you that Tuttle, that 4A2 district is tough. They're hanging tonight. They're heading 1 and within 9 on the other 2.
Yeah, playing some of the top teams in 4A. Yeah, good district. The 4A4 district, the Ada district, faring well. Ada winning and Poto winning, and Salisaw within 7 of Blanchard. So
definitely the 2 best districts 1 through 4. Let's call it. Wagner's a really good team at the top, and Clinton's a good team at the top of theirs. But as far as depth in the districts, we kind of talked about that early, Kenny. Clinton probably played a tougher non-con than we did, but we played a tougher district. So kind of 2 different theories there. I mean, them getting beat by they played one team that they rolled pretty good. I don't remember who it was, but then get beat by Heritage Hall, who's number 1 in Class 3A, and Bishop McGinnis, who's winning tonight in the semifinal or in the quarters of 5A. So lost to 2 really good teams.
Tonight's game's been a good physical game. Ada's matched the physicality. Stride for stride, and probably been more physical a little bit than Clinton. Both teams have really, really battled hard and really brought their game tonight. Ada's got to continue it for 24.
And they've done it the way I wanted them to, Kenny. Not over emotional. Yeah. No extracurriculars. Got to keep it going that way and hope that it continues. The team's running out, but I think they're going to put 3 more minutes on the clock. Normally they do for warm-ups. I'm trying to come up with a lot of stuff to talk about before I hand the mic back over to Kenny.
Jeff
back
Kelly,
in '92 when I – go ahead, talk about it.
Jeff Kelly does a great job at the Ada News. Appreciate Jeff, usually a traveling partner with us. Stayed home, I think, this evening. Just didn't have a limited space here at Clinton as the Cougars come back out onto the field for the second half. We're getting ready to. But our picks each week. Trey, I want to compliment you, Trey. In the newspaper, you can see them in Thursday. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 of us that pick, and we'll go for a few more weeks. Trey, you went to 9-1 last week.
So did everybody else, except for that one dude that went 10-0.
I matched you at 9-1, but you're 63-47 for the year. not bad.
It's a winner in Vegas.
Let's see. I'm 75-35.
Well, being the new guy, I didn't want to. I wanted to be asked back.
Hey,
if I lay an egg the first year, they're like, "Hey, let's get him back," and then I've got y'all hooked.
Well, I'll tell you this.
You went 9-1 too, and you know what?
I went 17-3 in the last 2 weeks and still lost a game to James Myers. Yeah. So I have no place. All humility here. James Myers is 2 games behind James. He's hard to beat. He's 77-33. We have a lot of fun with it. The bickering between Jamison and James goes on all year long. And Jeff Calley, Jeff 64-46. You got your eyes set on Jeff. You're just a game behind Mr. Calley. And you got a lot of games different this week. He kind of got crazy down here, picking Arizona over Utah.
I can't believe that he picked. What was that game? DePaul over Alma College.
Yeah, I picked Alma College just because I don't know, kind of.
I picked DePaul to win, or Alma College to win 3-2. I think was my pick this week.
I think we're only. Let's see how you picked the Ada game. I think everybody picked Ada. You had Ada 35-21, and I had Ada. No, I had Ada 35-21. You had Ada 40. What did you have? You didn't put a score in there.
No,
you didn't put a score.
Score doesn't matter. 1-0.
Yeah, well, good luck on that one.
I picked it 14-7 at half.
Well, you're on the money then.
Yep.
Bonus points, Trey, for the second half. All right, Cougars are going to be on the defense to start the second half. Defense played well in the first half. Again, you look at those, recapping those numbers for you for Clinton, who really is a powerful running team, only 3 yards per carry, 17 rushes for 51 yards. Ada's got to come out. They've got to set, I think this first possession's key. Do not let Clinton break a big play or put a drive together, get the ball back, and try to get a 2-possession lead. And you hope that possession that ended the first half doesn't come back to haunt you in any way. But, again, there was no sure thing Ada was going to get points anyway on the possession. You'd like to see another play or two, but that happens, and now you move on, and the Cougars have done that. And we'll go to the second half with, again, the defense who's been good. And the defense with George playing that outside backer and Kelton and Fisher in the middle has really created some problems for the Clinton offense.
Yes, we've been passing very efficiently, which I really like on offense, picking our spots around the ball. And then defensively, really, they've got 2 big plays, 2 chunk plays that I call them. I don't know how long that one run was, Kenny. I know we had one that was – they had the 24-yard touchdown pass, and that was a good play design, good execution of the play, and sometimes you just tip your cap.
Longest run was 21 yards.
21. So they had two explosive plays that I call them over 20, 2 chunk plays, and other than that, they just done a really good job of matching the physicality of Clinton up front.
Cougar football brought to you in part by Ada Nissan, Great Plains Kubota, Wild Rose Place, Hilltop Dodge, First United Bank, T&W Tire, Classic Cake, Landrum ENT, Vision Bank, Chickasaw Travel Stop, Simmons Bank, Laser Zone Family Fun Center, Carter County Dodge and Hyundai, Don Carpenter State Farm Insurance, Vision Bank, and Fenton Ford. Kenny Morrison alongside Trey Kinley, Mason Lee on the rooftop, on the camera, Carl Bray doing a great job in the studio. 24 minutes away from hopefully a trip to the semifinals. So Clinton will receive to start the second half in their maroon uniforms. They will move from north to south, and they will send Darren Hester and Marquise Martin, 2 speedsters deep. Caden Mitchell will put it on the tee at the 40-yard line in the center of the field, and probably that high pooch, try to get Clinton somewhere down around the 25, 30-yard line. Just don't take a chance with their deep guys.
Kenny, we had 23 responses tonight. McCowan trivia question.
Hopefully it'll sound like a great question, great response. Jamie Hart, you said, was the winner. All right, Mitchell just inside the left hash mark. High kick, going to be returnable from the 28 to the 35-yard line. Fisher Moore on the tackle. The up man, Kentavian Hill, who's dangerous, able to get it and get out to the 35. So that's where the Red Tornadoes will set up shop. What adjustments will Clinton make to try to get their ground game going? A lot of times you go in, you change blocking assignments, you change blocking schemes, you change formation a bit. We'll see. Ada will have Coffey, Coyle, and Johnson left to right across the three-man front. Again, Stipe and Moore in the middle.
Got Eli in at the star and George in at the jack.
They run it up the middle to their big fullback, who is just barreling forward and getting gang tackled.
Got 5, I think.
To the 39-yard line. It's Michael Lorne. Going to mark him down at the 39. Maybe just short of the,
Yep, 39.
So second down and 6. Play started at the 35. They went right to the fullback. Had three or four Cougars around him.
That's a KYH, Kenny, to keep you honest.
Second and 6, single running back, 8 yards deep. Sully, the quarterback, deep handoff into the secondary. First down, 50-yard line. That time, Zayden Collins got downhill. The offensive line moved the Cougars back a little. It's 11-yard runs for Collins and a Clinton first down. Just a deep handoff that time. Collins got ahead of steam, and they got a push. Cougars didn't get the penetration on the play. Collins got 11, and a Clinton first down at midfield. Moving north to south, opening minute, third quarter, 14-7 Ada. Deante Lindsey one corner, Kamari Richardson the other. Bailey and Carlock the safeties. Ball right at the midfield stripe. Man in motion, left to right is Rhodes. Power sweep, Collins, 50, 45-yard line, almost. Kelton, Stipe, and Fisher Moore got him. And also getting up in there is George. 3 of the 4 backers make the play, but Collins got 5 more. So second and 5. Clinton is firing off the ball a little bit more aggressively here, Trey, to start this third quarter.
Yeah, well, I think we're lucky that he cut it back up inside, Kenny. I think he had the edge there if he cuts it out.
Little guy, Martin, comes to the right side, guarded by Lindsey man-to-man on second and 5 from the Ada-45. Cooper Sully hands it off to Michael Lorne, the fullback.
Good tackle
open
there by
field
Colton.
tackle by Colton. Lorne tried to bounce it outside. You got an injured player, offensive lineman number 54. Layden Fuller is down. Be third and 2 as Lorne got 3. Yeah, there's a nice open field tackle by Colton. So an injured player will take a timeout from the Tornado Bowl. Ada 14, Clinton 7. Cougar football streaming at KADAradio.net, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation.
Maybe it's there now.
Welcome back to the Tornado Bowl. Injured player setting up for Clinton right now. Number 54, Layden Fuller, senior offensive lineman, comes off the field. Always good to see, walking off under his own power. It's a physical game. So
breath, maybe?
Could have been. Clinton faces a 3rd and 2. Joel Badillo, number 73, gets over the football at the center position. Ada trying to get a stop. Leading 14-7 early third quarter. I formation. Sully awaits, takes the snap, quarterback sneak, and the surge going to be dropped at the 41. J.B. Coyle got him down and helped him up.
Big play coming up.
So the Cougars did a nice job pinching it inside. Excuse me, 4th and 1, big play. Cougars on 4th down this year defensively. Here we go, 4th down and 1 from the 41-yard line. Cooper Sully under center, quarterback sneak, he's got it. Just crossed the 40. They went a little quick. Oh, and Bailey came out with the football, saying he got it, but they're going to say it was after the play, and Sully's got the first down right at the 40. He barely got it, Trey.
Well, on the mark he didn't get it. On the spot he didn't. But they're right. The Cougar players are right. This guy signaled first down before he spotted the ball, but it's right here in front of us, Kenny. The stick is on the Cougar side of the 40, and the ball is on the Clinton side of the 40.
That might be an inch short as you look at it.
It's about 2 inches short, and he signaled before he spotted. Now watch, he's just going to move the ball forward.
And that was 4th down play. Yeah, you can't change it now.
Yeah, and he was right. He got a first down, but then he signaled first down.
And they marked it behind the sticks.
And then marked it behind the sticks.
Now the officials are going to talk about it. It looked like he crossed the 40. That's a bizarre play.
I mean, I'm sitting here on the 43-yard line, Kenny, and you can clearly see that wait a minute, the chains are only stretched 9 yards to begin with.
Yeah, from the 49 to the 40, that's odd. Now
okay, he'd already started moving it, yep. But it is definitely on the far side of the Ada side of the 40-yard line.
If you zoom
in on that ball, and then zoom in on the stick over on the far side. I don't know if you can see it between them, but you can tell the stick is on the far side of the. There you go. See, it's on the Ada side of the 40. The ball definitely isn't. So either way, you're going to have fan bases mad here because they're either going to move the spot. What happened is the line judge on this side, as he walked in, he saw that it was across. It was a first down. He motioned first down, but then he spotted it there.
So we'll see. They're talking to the Ada coaches
I don't know.
Now.
You're going to –
There's a fourth down quarterback sneak. They needed one. And now they're going to look like –
they're going to measure.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to not move the football, and they're going to bring the chains on, I think. Boy, this is a –
It's a terrible situation for an official, and they didn't mean to. There was no – but, that tag over there, where is it spotted? Is it in the middle of the – I don't know, and maybe our official that texted last week, when you put that little clip on the chain over there, do you put it in the middle of the line or on one side or the other?
There they go. They're going to measure it. Coach Higbee's going to blow a gasket down below. They'll stretch it out from the 40 as Mason Lee zoomed in on it.
It's short.
And it is short. Ada football on downs. At the 40-yard line by about an inch.
See, it's right there on. You can see it's on the outside, the Ada side of the line. I hate that for the officials and oh man, that's tough.
I thought again. We'll look at the replay just to be fair, like Trey said, that the quarterback crossed the 40.
Now look where they spot the ball, Kenny. They spot it where on the other side.
That's really going to make it belligerent.
Yeah, because they spotted it where it should have been spotted the first time. Woo, that's tough.
Well, one of the guys last night that spoke at the pep rally, I can't remember which one on the screen, said you got to have breaks.
Yeah, that was a big break there.
Ada's first possession.
Capitalized is all I can say.
From the 40, leading 14-7. Twin receivers to the near side. Brock fake play action to Colton. Throwing deep, got a man, and that is caught. Deante in zone. Hello, baby. Touchdown, Ada. Capitalize with a capital C. Deante Lindsey from Brock Boyles. 60 yards and an Ada touchdown.
Actually, Ken, it was 39. There's 59 because I couldn't mark that on the 40 because it would have been a first down.
Oh, my goodness. The Cougars go play action on first down after the controversial play in Deante Lindsey's second touchdown of the game. Deante receiving his 13th of the year as Brock put it in the breadbasket, dropped it right over his shoulder, and Deante did the rest with his wheels, Trey, for an Ada touchdown.
I love a quick strike on a turnover or something like that. Ada got a sideline warning there, Kenny. It was just a warning, but that'll could become, a penalty later on.
A 9-second drive. Caden Mitchell.
We got a flag.
Splits the irons. One play. 60
Hold on,
yards.
we got a flag. I believe they blew it dead, and you're going to have to do it again.
So it's 20-7. So a false start against Ada. And it was simply, Trey, we'll watch it again in just a moment. Virtue compliment of Ada Nissan. Just a play action that got Deante on an island. And when he was covered closely, but when the ball went in the air, he just began outrunning the defender. Ran away from him. So one play drive for Ada. Now Mitchell will try a 25-yard extra point. This is crucial.
Yeah.
I promise you, Clinton got fight left in them.
They may have a lot of fight now, too. They're going to be jazzed up.
Stafford puts it down, Caden Mitchell, and he puts it right down
Again.
Broadway.
And that's why, Kenny, I would have liked to kick field goals during the year because it's no different. But it's a lot more pressure when it's worth 3 points and they haven't done it. And, I mean, he had plenty of leg there, Kenny. That would have been good. That was from the 23, so it was I'm sorry,
25.
It was a
25-yard extra point, 28-yard missed field goal.
He had plenty there. I mean, that would have been good from 35.
Angle is different, left hash mark, trying to push it in from the left to right. One play, 60 yards to strike after Ada took over on a controversial 4th down spot of the football. And Ada Nissan shows you what Brock Boyles did as he hit Deante Lindsey for his 23rd touchdown pass of the year. 14-7. Twin receivers to the near side. Brock fake play action to Colton. Throwing deep, got a man. That is caught. Deante in zone. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Touch. Trey, they had man-to-man coverage. They had a safety in the area code, but he got there late, and Deante just outran everybody. But the ball had to be
it was a good throw by Brock.
In stride. So Clinton will take over after the Ada kickoff. So Ada a 2-score lead now at 21-7. Big plays tonight. Touchdowns of 86 and 60 for the Cougars. Mitchell from just inside the left hash will place it on the tee. Cougars up 2 touchdowns. Caden high kick is going to be fielded at the 38, a short one that time, but not a chance for a return. One of the up men, number 13, Vince Jones, got it. So Clinton will take over officially at the 39-yard line. The Clinton crowd, they know their football here in Clinton like they do in Ada, Trey. And the crowd is up. They're going to try to energize this team. The Cougars need to stay poised, and just stay with their game plan.
The problem, the issue there is the ball should have been moved forward to where the spot was. They had the first down. But then he's going, and you can't worry about the crowd. But the problem is he signaled first down before they spotted the ball.
From the 39 for Clinton. 1st and 10, Ada by 2 scores, 21-7. Play action by Sully. Got a man wide open. Hester downfield behind Deante Lindsey, and Deante caught up and committed. Yep, that's a good pass interference.
Yeah.
Lindsey.
Well, actually, I think if Lindsey turns around, he can catch the ball.
The ball again was underthrown.
He got picked by his own guy at about the 50-yard line, Kenny. I believe it was Chase was coming up, and they ran into each other. That's how he got so far past Deante. But at that point, the ball was so poorly thrown, he could have picked it.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot that moves it up to the 46-yard line. The quarterback doesn't have a great arm. He did throw a touchdown pass to a well-designed play that had a receiver, nobody on that side of the field with him, underthrew him a little bit. But
that's the right play there, though, obviously.
Just get it to him.
Yeah.
So now the ball in Ada territory. Clinton moves it across the 50, moving north to south. Hester goes wide left. He's joined by Garrison Rhodes out there. I formation, Lorne the fullback. Collins the tailback, dots the I. Sully under center, hands off to Michael Lorne, hit as soon as he got the football. Who got him over there for Ada? Somebody wrapped him up as soon as he got it. Will Johnson's over there, and maybe Eli Justice. Yeah, I think Eli got him at the 44.
That kid's a load, Kenny. I imagine he doesn't go backwards very often.
2nd and 8. Good penetration by Eli from that outside linebacker position.
We don't have heights and weights on him, but he's pushing 200 pounds, and, I mean, he's thick but moves well.
He'll line up at the fullback again. They go I formation. Collins dots it. Sully under center. No movement, no motion. Just a quick pitch to Collins. Cuts inside at the 42, and it was shut down in a hurry. Well, it looks like he's got some running room, and all of a sudden the Cougar just shut it off. Like Fisher over there in the area. It's hard to see. Several Cougars got up over there at the 42-yard line. He only got 2. Good gap integrity by the Cougars. Kind of sliding down the line of scrimmage, and then.
Was that Collins that carried that?
It was a quick pitch to Collins. 3rd and 6. Again, Clinton only 51 yards rushing in the first half. Have it at the 8-42, 8 on top, 21-7. Hester is wide right. Deante gets him over here on the near side actually. They fake the pitch, solely back to pass, flushed by Eli, chasing him, being chased again, sacked! Eli chased him, Kelton got him back at the 48. Eli flushed him, got him out on an island, and Kelton finished him off for a big loss of 6 back to the 48-yard line. Kelton Stipe, his fifth sack of the year, second solo, all the way back to the 49, a 7-yard loss.
You can tell they're not comfortable passing the ball, Kenny. So anytime you can get them behind the sticks, I mean, even the pass plays they've completed, if we have a guy there, they're picks. You know what I mean? If Deante doesn't get bumped off the route, then we don't have anybody back.
No one back for Ada. Rhodes will punt it. End over end kick. Hits at the 20. Gets a Clinton bounce.
Should be the 17.
16, 17-yard line. And Trey's right on it. 17-yard line. So a 32-yard punt. No return. Big stop for Ada after taking the 21-7 lead. Now a 2-score lead with 6:39 to play in the third quarter.
What I want to do here, Kenny, is play to win. Yeah. Don't go in the shell. Don't go crazy, but don't change what you've been doing. It's been working.
They've ran one play this half. It's a 60-yard
well, yeah, do
touchdown.
that again. Obviously,
that's pretty efficient.
Yeah.
The Cougars come out with Colton Carlock, the tailback. He'll be on the right hip of the sophomore quarterback Brock Boyles. Single receivers left and right. Man in motion's LaKeven. Jet sweep running left to right. Has to turn it back up inside and got back.
Did good to get back to the 15.
Yeah, he was hemmed up in a hurry. They got great penetration.
Well, they gave him all the way to the 16.
Yeah, we like the ball marks tonight. Wyatt Sawatsky got in there at the 16, so a yard lost by LaKeven. Second and 11, clock rolling inside 6:15 in the third. Brock will come out of the game. Carlock will be the quarterback. Karan Richardson also in there. They've ran some power football out of this formation.
I'd like to see a pass by 3. He can do it.
They've had it in practice these last couple of weeks.
Maybe not the situation, but
Coffey and Marr set up strong left. Colton hands it off to Karan running left, and he doesn't got much. They run it off the left side, and there's about 5 Clinton Red Tornadoes swarming Karan, getting up off the bottom.
A lot of penetration there.
Rhodes lost a yard back to the 15. Third and 12 for Ada. Passing down, Karan comes off. Brock back in. 20 to get the playoff as Boyles gets the call from the sidelines. Third-year head coach Brad Osteen. Kobe Shamley, the defensive coordinator. Nathan McCurley, Dalton Stafford, Michael Barnes. Touch the rest of them in just a moment. Lindsey goes wide right, draws single coverage from Hill. Brock going to go back
Fisher.
to pass. Yeah, got Coffey over the middle, and he dropped it. Cord had it at the 20, slipping out, and he would have got close to a first down. He was lunging forward, but it's incomplete.
Good pass. Like the play design. Hopefully the guys up above us saw that Fisher was open on the deeper route. Maybe something you go back to.
So Brock will punt it. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 4th and 12.
You ever seen somebody punt with a snap with a cast on, Kenny?
Fisher does a great job. It's on the money. Brock's kick is high.
Short.
Angling right. Good Cougar bounce to the sideline. Out of bounds in Cougar territory. Line of scrimmage with the 15. Went out of bounds at 44. 29 yards. So Clinton has turned the field, stopping Ada. After Ada got forced a Clinton punt on the last possession. Clinton starts at the Ada 44-yard line. The 4:59 to play. Third quarter. The winner plays Wagner or Tuttle next week at a neutral field in the Class 4A semifinals. Ada on the high side here at 21-7.
Ball is at the 44. First and 10.
Clinton breaks the huddle. Rhodes in the slot to the right. Hester comes to the near side.
Got a star in.
They're going to go shotgun with Sully. Lauren to his right. Sully going to roll right. Looking downfield, nobody open, being chased by Will Johnson, who grabs him, and the pass is almost intercepted by Fisher.
Fisher hadn't got it. I think George may have.
George was waiting, and the Cougars had great coverage. I'd look at watching downfield and trying to get Sully out of the pocket.
I can't get any of my replays.
Second down and 10. good pressure on Sully. The ball will be placed back on the left hash mark at the 44 after the incomplete pass.
Kenny, you know what just dawned on me? They call this the Tornado Bowl because all the bleachers are made out of concrete. So that you come here if there's a tornado and you get under the bleachers. It's a shelter.
Second down.
Or maybe because that's their mascot. I don't know. But I'm glad I'm sitting on a wooden chair and not concrete bleachers.
And I'm glad the Cougars are on the high side. 21-7. Timeout Clinton. 4:49 to play third quarter. This is Cougar Football. Tonight's broadcast a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Back to the Tornado Bowl in Clinton. 8-21, Clinton 7. Kenny Morrison alongside my broadcast partner Trey Kinley, Mason Lee. Fine job upstairs.
Becky Butler checked in from Corvallis. Big game there tomorrow. She said she's not going to the game. I believe if I was in Corvallis, I'd be going to watch Washington, Oregon State.
Washington, a top 5 team.
Underdog.
On the road,
According to Fat Jack, only 11 times in history a top 5 team underdog to a 2-loss team.
And
they're 9-2.
That's right. The
underdog.
All right, from the 44-yard line after the timeout, 2nd and 10. They look a little confused. Hester comes right. They get trips to the near side. They're going to throw it on a rollout. Solely going to throw back screen.
Going to have a late hit on the quarterback.
And that screen went nowhere, but J.B. Cole hit the quarterback late. There's a loss on a screen. They played it so well, Trey, to Montrell Crane, but they call a late hit on J.B. Coyle on Cooper Soley back in the backfield. They would have been 3rd down and 15.
Who'd they throw it to? Oh, number 7. Yeah.
That hurts.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Yeah, JB had a beat on him. They did a screen back to the left, and the Cougars have kept them alive on this drive, moving it all the way down the 29-yard line.
And I didn't see it, Kenny. I was looking out the other way.
Not a lot of arguments on the Ada sideline. The ball now at the Ada 29, and they've had a bead. I mean, they had nowhere to go. They did everything correct on that play.
Yep. Except
got to the quarterback a little late. They tried a design screen the entire way, and then the Cougars close on it so quickly. Ball to 8-29. 4.5 to play third quarter. I formation. Power side, the right side. They run it that way with Collins, and he is met at the line of scrimmage and dropped. I mean, stonewalled at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Bailey came up, Stipe, several other Cougars. No gain. 2nd and 10. Make them a passing team. 2nd and 10 from the 29 in Ada territory. The 10-1 Ada Cougars, the 8-3 Clinton Red Tornadoes. Clinton won their district. Ada finished 2nd behind Poto. From the 8-29, there's 2 receivers come to the near side. Rhodes in the slot. Hester, the wide guy. Offset I formation. Deep counter handoff to Collins, secondary. Bounces outside for a first down inside the 20. Had a little room. Got a counter play that time, Trey. Yep. A little misdirection. And got Collins for 11 to the 8-18.
That's good for a Red Tornado. First down.
It's an 11-yard pickup.
The play I'm surprised they haven't gone back to, Kenny, is that quarterback counter.
Ran it early.
Yep.
1st and 10 for Clinton. 3:25 to play third quarter. Ada 21, Clinton 7. Clinton knocking on the door. The 8-18. Again, twin receivers to the near side. Ball sets left hash. Sully barks out the signals. Keeps it behind his fullback and gets drugged down by J.B. Coyle. The nose guard got off the center block in a hurry and got the quarterback for no gain. Well, it's a great play by J.B. He got off the block. The quarterback faked it to the fullback, Lauren, who's got the size, and then ran it in behind him, and J.B. just got him from the backside. 2nd and 10. Sully again under center. I formation. They pitch it. Collins running left. Cougars trying to stop it, and they do. Chauncey Conway, a nice job. Got him at the 14. I tell you, I love the closing by the Cougars because initially on some of these runs, it looks like there's space.
Yeah, I thought he had the edge.
Then the Cougars have closed nicely. This gap integrity, sliding down the line of scrimmage and getting upfield. 3rd and 6, 4-down territory for Clinton with 8 on top, 21-7. Field goal does them nearly no purpose here with 2:10 to play. 8 to 14-yard line. Single receivers left and right. Cranes the tight end to the right. Watch him slipping out. Sully takes it, hands it off to Collins in the backfield, dragging the Cougar to about the 10-yard line.
Good run there.
Yeah, someone had him in the backfield. He got down to the 10.
Ball will be marked at the 10-yard line. That will set up 4th and 2.
So it's 4th and 2. They need to reach the 8. Here we go. Big play of the game with 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. Ball on the left hash, south end to the Tornado Bowl. Cooper Sully under center on 4th and 2. Cougars crowd the box with 8. Sully awaits. Hands off to Michael Lorne. He's got it. Just got it.
They almost had a
side.
yellow line there, Kenny, for the first down from that soccer box.
Lorne got to the 6 or the 7. He needed 2. He got 3. So he got to the 7. Will be inside a minute on this snap by Clinton. Cougars lead it by 14. Rhodes brings in the play. Crane comes out. 1st and goal for Clinton. This drive started at the 8 of 44 after a short field. He was pinned deep and had to punt. Single setback is Collins. Deep handoff, slanting right, looking for the edge. Deante's got him, wrapped up inside the 5. Good job by Deante Lindsey. Collins was out there,
a flag.
But it's right at the point of tackle. He got
late flag.
Got to the 3-yard line from the 7. There's a hold on that edge or a face mask or something said late.
Maybe a personal foul, 1.5-yard penalty. I think it'd be an automatic first down, though. I don't know that for a fact.
41 seconds to play in the third quarter.
After the play's over, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. Half the distance to the goal.
Yeah, first down for 2. So Ada, a personal foul penalty. 41 seconds to play in the third. Clinton trying to make it a one-score game. Ada's led since the opening kickoff. An 86-yard Deante Lindsey touchdown return. Tied at 7 before Ada went up 14-7 at a half. A 60-yard touchdown pass to Deante from Brock here in the second half. Sully under center. Got Collins now the fullback. And Hill.
So it's second down.
Is the running back. So not an automatic first down. Second down. Sully takes it.
Ball.
Dropped the football. I think the official might have stopped the play. Did I hear a whistle?
I don't think so.
Nope, I guess not. The ball was loose and it was a live play as Sully went back to the 5. That's a big play.
That's huge. So was the not automatic first down. Yep. I thought anytime there was a personal foul or unsportsmanlike, but
the 3rd and goal from the 5. That was Sully just dropped the football trying to hand it off. So the Cougars trying for the stop. 10 seconds to play in the third. Pretty much everybody within a few yards of the line of scrimmage for Clinton. Sully under center, Ada crowd in the box. Sully hands it off to Collins. They got him inside the 5. He went nowhere. Fisher-Marr was not fooled on the quick handoff, the quick pop over the right side that ends the quarter. So Collins got to the 4-yard line, just inside the 4. So Trey, when we start the fourth quarter, it's going to be 4th and goal for Clinton, going down to the north end of the stadium. 8-21, Clinton 7. Hang on back home, everybody. The Cougars, 12 minutes away from a semifinal berth. Up 2 touchdowns. Cougar football tonight streaming at KADARadio.net. Presented by the Chickasaw Nation. Welcome back to Tornado Alley, Tornado Bowl. Kind of Tornado Alley, too, out here, here at Oklahoma. But 21-7 Ada, 12 minutes to play. Ada trying to put up a goal line stand. This Clinton drive started at the 8 of 44. They've let them off the hook on a roughing the passer when they had them way behind the chains. Got Clinton the ball down to the 29-yard line, and Clinton is taking advantage of it. Got an 11-yard run and has slowly worked it to the 4-yard line, but now it's 4th and goal. in between quarters. Both teams get to talk about what they want to do offensively and defensively. Biggest play of the game right now to date.
Yeah, depending on wideouts, we may have our Superman in, which is taking an extra DB out. Look and see. No, we got 2 safeties in.
McGilbray in the game.
Two corners, so it's just regular dozer defense. You got George and Eli, regular base defense. You got a star and a jack, George, Stipe and Fisher in the middle.
Watch one of the tight ends on the right side. They got a strong formation over there with a sniffer and a tight end. Sully under center on 4th and goal. Trying to draw the Cougars offside. Pitches it, reverse coming. Cougars chasing in the back.
George Maddox.
Oh, baby! Hello, George! Stayed home and had some dinner in the backfield. They tried to reverse to get Hester on the edge, and George did not go on vacation.
And it wasn't just George.
He
If
stayed
George
home,
isn't there,
and the
there's
Cougars
another one.
have taken over on downs. They've held Clinton at the goal line. Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, there were several guys that stayed home. Kudos to the staff. It's almost like they knew it was coming. We can watch a replay later, but yeah, there were several guys there.
What a play by the Cougars.
Where are they at? The 9, 11?
I think they got it officially at the 11. Ada takes over. 11:55 to play with a great defensive stand.
Play to win, boys.
Carlock in the backfield. Brockoff has it. The direct snap to Colton, and
no, it hit a leg there, and Colton.
Whew. Yeah, that ball. It's kind of hard to see, but it looked like it was redirected off something.
I think it probably went off of Cale's leg or something, and it went sideways. Colton heads up, grabs it, and goes. We saw OU last week that happened, or 2 weeks ago, and they tried to hand it back to the quarterback.
2nd and 12 from the 9 after a loss on 1st down. Carlock comes and sets up beside Boyles to his left. Takes it running right, trying to bounce it outside, has nowhere to go, and he gets hammered. Right now, Clinton has stuffed the box, and he's chased down in the backfield. Red Tornadoes look like maybe
Put it all the way to the 1.
Layden Fuller got him. Is that the 1?
Yeah.
3rd and 20. Wow.
They say the 2. It sure looks like the 1 to me.
Look at the change on the far side. It's just short of the 2-yard line, about a football length. So the Cougars going backwards here, but leading 21-7. 3rd and 20. Brock comes out of the game. Karam beside Colton. They got 1 second to get the play off, and they direct snap it to Carlock, and he barely gets.
No, he didn't get out.
He didn't get out of the end zone. Without safety. That play never materialized, and the Cougars, well, 21-9. Now you get to change the field. It was a terrible offensive series, but I'll quickly go to the positive side. It's still a 2-score lead, and you can at least get to turn the field around. So a safety, 10:28 to play.
That's 2 series in a row where I feel like we've been kind of predictable on offense, Kenny. Up 2 scores, you don't want to. Game's not over. Keep pressing. Unfortunately, we've gotten way behind the chains both times where it's not a pass is not even possible.
Yeah. I think what set that one back with that initial play that went off the leg, and
it's just a 2-yard loss, though.
Yeah, but you're kind of buried back in your own territory, and you don't want to get conservative. At the same time, you're inside your 15. Your defense has played well. Now you kick it off
20
from the 20. Mitchell will put it on the tee. Again, it's a predicament here, though. You can turn the field a little, but you gotta keep it out of the hands probably of number 6 out here as well. 21-9 after the safety. Mitchell getting direction from the sidelines, just inside the right hash mark, north end of the Tornado Bowl from the 20-yard line. Caden's kick is high, and it is going to hit in open territory. Ball's loose. Caden's got it, I think. It's loose. Cougars at the 46 have got the football. Yes, Sada's got it. The ball hit green real estate, and the Cougars have hopped on it. Who's got it underneath there?
I thought it was Deante. Could be wrong.
Kelton Stipes getting up. Looks like it's either Deante or Kelton. Kelton's got his hand in the air, but the Cougars on the deep onside have recovered the kick and take over at the 46-yard line. Now the field's turned around.
That's what you were talking about. That's a good idea, Kenny.
The first big error of the game. So kick.
And like I said, quick change. 44-yard touchdown pass. Throw it right here.
From the 46, with a 21-9 lead. Ada taking over after a Clinton miscue. Kicked off from the 20. Kind of had them with a different line to scrimmage, maybe. Kicking it off, that deep pooch. And looks like you're back up there on the...
Yeah.
We'll see who got that recovery for Ada. I think it's either Deante or Kelton. Man in motion. LeKeevan gets the call on the jet sweep. Coming right. Turned it back up inside. Nowhere to go. Trying to get to the edge. Good tackle out there by number 10, the quarterback, and now defensive back Cooper Sully at the 45. A loss of 1 by LeKeevan. Second down and 11 for the Cougars. Will be under 10 to play on this snap. Case Stafford in. Deante Lindsey comes out. Cougars taking the time, running the play clock down. Twin receivers left, a single to the right, which is the near side. Brock hands it to Colton to the right, left side, 45, 50, lunging, 45, close to a first down.
Should be a first. That's a terrible spot.
45
He picked the guy up and tackled him on top of him. He didn't go down to the 44.
Colton got 10. Big-time run, big-time blocking, leading the way out front. Look who's getting up downfield there for Ada, number 55, Ashton Rowell, playing that right guard position, pulling out that time. The Cougars staying with that run game, and it pays off. 3rd down and 1 at the 45 in Clinton territory. First down to be huge here for the Ada Cougars. On 3rd and 1, leading by a dozen with 9:05 to play. Brock awaits, Fisher in motion, and it's Colton actually with this quarterback run, going to be just short of the first down, I believe. Now, he got a yard and no gain. He actually moved the stick, moved it a little bit. But now you got 4th down. You got to need a half yard. You have 21-9. 8:40 to play. The Cougars are going to bring in, looks like the punt team.
Looked like McGilbrey recovered that.
27?
Yep. Deante initially fell on it and it squirted out. McGilbrey recovered it.
So Ada will punt, try to pin Clinton deep, leading by a dozen. Nice high kick by Brock. Martin back, wanted to return.
Hit him.
Yeah, ball hit the Clinton player, and then he fell on it. Number 10, Cooper Sully, and he fell on it inside the 10-yard line. So the Cougars have successfully flipped it the field. The ball kicked. Line of scrimmage was the 45. Where are they going to mark that? The 10?
I think it's the 10.
35-yard punt. No return. By Brock. So Clinton will take over at their own 10. 8:13 to play. 8 on top by a dozen. Cooper Sully in the gun. Trip receivers, 2 left, 1 right. Sully takes
Pick
the
6.
snap. Yep, going to throw it out on a slant. It's caught at the 20-yard line. Is that Kamari who made the tackle?
Yeah, Kamari.
Garrison Rhodes caught it at the 20. Guess they'll mark it. The ball play started at the 11-yard line instead of the 10. 2nd and 1 from the 20. Clock running, 7:43 to play. Sully in the gun, set back to his left, takes it, rolls left, going to throw out in the flat and overthrew Hester. Deante right
wasn't for
on
a lack of effort.
Yeah, and Hester is an athlete, isn't he? Little guy, but got off the ground. They rolled him out on 2nd and 1. They went to the air, makes it 3rd and 1. Cougar defense, Colton Carlock, Chase Bailey, the safeties. Kamari Richardson, Deante Lindsey, the corners. George Maddox, Kelton Stipe, Fisher Marr, Eli Justice, the backers. Johnson, Coyle, and Coffey, the 3-down linemen. 3rd and 1. Sully under center, gives to Collins. He didn't get much. He'll have a first down and good effort.
They gave him out to the 24.
Yeah, good spinning effort. Middle of the Cougar defense. Cord Coffey slid in there to help on the tackle. But he got 4. First down for Clinton. The clock, still plenty of time, becoming a little bit more and more of a friend of the Cougars. Leading by a dozen at 21-9. The ball in Clinton territory at the 24. Twin receivers come to the near side. They got a single wide right at the Ada sideline. Sully takes the snap, drops back. Oh, JB's being held, but he got the sack anyway. He was being held. You can see his pads being pulled, but he just bulldozed through and got Sully back inside the 20 inside the 20.
19. You can tell they're just not comfortable passing, Kenny.
J.B. Coyle, if you watch that again, it looked like to me they had the back of his shoulder pads.
I saw that too.
But he just bulldozed through on a bull rush, and J.B. Coyle has his 2nd sack of the year solo, 7th.
I'm not sure if Cord didn't help him out there, Kenny. He got up off the pile as well.
2nd down, they need 15. The ball inside their own 20 to 19 for Clinton. They're going to play action. Kelton Stipe chasing the quarterback's got him. He got out of the grasp of him and goes down the right sideline and gets
paid for it.
Buried out of bounds at the 25-yard
Cord
line.
and Kamari, I believe, maybe Eli.
They leveled Sully. Ball. Kelton almost had him. He got 6. Good effort by Sully. Stopped the clock at the 6:08 to play. It's 3rd and 9. They need to reach the 34. Boy, Kelton Stipe almost had Sully. He had his radar on him. He was locked in.
Is it college and NFL where it doesn't stop on the out of bounds until it's under 2?
I think that's correct. Martin goes wide right. Twin receivers to the near side. Stipe shows blitz. Comes. Times it. Sully rolling left. Looking. Got a man downfield. Throws it. Carlock's under it. Had it. And
good defense by.
Carlock had the interception. He read that one beautifully. And Kentavion Hill turned defender on the play as Colton was just about to have a pick. He's got 2 on the season for a defense.
They're going to punt it, Kenny.
Well, with 6 minutes to play, going to try to get field position and use their timeouts, I would assume.
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, Ada's got, how long was our touchdown pass? 59 yards?
6, yep.
We've got negative 4 yards other than that. So, in the second half.
And I don't think we'll see anything too fancy now offensively with under 6 minutes to go. Rhodes to punt. Just got to, Cougars don't even try to return it. Just get away from it. Let the clock run. Let the ball roll inside the 40. Down to the 38-yard line. 37 yards. No return. Smart play. Get away from it.
Where'd they mark it?
Should be inside the 40 at about the 37.
$37.5.
Yep. We'll say 38. 5:49 to play. Cougars 21, Clinton 9. What's at stake? A trip to the 4A semifinals against either Wagner or Tuttle. Wagner had a 17-0 second half lead at last report. Brock in the gun. It's like Xander off his right hip. Xander gets it running left, looking for the edge. Got it, 40, 45, 50. Xander ushered out of bounds, a Cougar first down. They got Xander to the edge to the 49, his speed. He got 11, and the Cougars have 1st and 10. Xander able to get to the edge that time, Trey. Some good blocking. Cougars run that play a lot. Xander had a 95-yard touchdown run on that play early in the year. Lindsey and Richardson come to the near side. Ball on the left hash mark. Cougars moving north to south. Clock stopped. Xander running right, trying to pick his way. Has nowhere to go this time. Great penetration by Clinton. You got Lane in there along with Collins. Or Crane, Montrell Crane back at the 46. So a 3-yard loss for Xander. 2nd and 13. will be near the 5-minute mark left in the game on this snap by the Cougars.
Brock's out.
Kelton Stipe will come in and have that double sniffer back look. He's in there along with Marr. Deante's had a big night. Receiving touchdown and a kickoff return for a touchdown. 7 to get the snap off. They do to Colton, direct snap, working his way left. Ashton Ralligan out pulling.
Yeah, somebody hurt.
Nope, slow to get up. It was Colton.
Nope, Kale.
Ball to the 49-yard line, or in between the 48 and 49. So got the 3 back that were lost by Xander. So 3rd down and long 10, short 11. Lindsey comes right, ball left hash mark. If they don't get a 1st down, Clinton probably uses one of their timeouts here. Carlock in the backfield, Marr in motion. They hand it to Fisher, coming right, the 50, stiff arm at the 46 and stayed in bounds.
Almost stayed up, too.
Yeah, the great fish arm by Fisher on number 20, Kentavian Hill. And he got to the 46-yard line. So he got 5. So it's 4th and 5. Now they're not going to use a timeout. The Cougars just let it run down, and then Ada probably use a timeout. Why not? We'll be at about the 340 mark, just under 340. This thing runs down. Ada 21, Clinton 9. Ada offense kind of quiet in the second half, but had the one play to get a 2-score lead. And there's the Ada timeout with 3:33. Trip threes on the board. Will those be the lucky numbers for the Cougars? They try to head to the semifinals. Cougar football, a presentation tonight of the Chickasaw Nation. Defense played good tonight, hadn't they? They're saying as we came back on, Trey, boy, the defense has sure played good again tonight.
Did we ever go to break? I didn't even look. They may have heard us discussing that.
You're supposed to push a button.
I pushed the button, I thought. I don't know.
21-9, Ada leads. They use it. Go punt here and try to get you got to just again punt it away from number 6. They've done a good job of that all night long. You got to do it one more time. No big play. Somehow just see where he's at, do a low end over end.
He can go, that's for sure.
Bulls gets the snap, rushes on, they block it. And they're going to go for a touchdown the other way unless the Cougars catch him. Oh, my goodness. Elliott going down the sideline. Carlock's got him inside the 15. Well, with 3:23 to play, they blocked the punt. Came right up the right side, and the Cougars now looks like Crane got it, number 7, and Elliott returned it to the 8 or 14-yard line. Clinton had to have a big play, Trey. We worried about the return. They came at the block, the rush, and they got it. So at the 8 of 14 in a 21-9 game, this game not over yet. In the balance here. Cooper Soley from the 8 of 14 in the shotgun. Man in motion is Hester, and they move too quick. They tried to get speed on the edge on that jet sweep. We got false start, moves it back to the 19. That's Ada's first big miscue of the game. They came with one more than the Cougars could block. Second down from the 8 of 19. 3:20 to play. They need 15 for a first down. Red Tornadoes trying to punch it in and make it a one-score game.
Just make them earn it here. Make them take some time.
Soley awaits at his 25-yard line. He has Collins on his left hip, trip receivers left. Man in motion. He got another penalty on a slant play. Deante knocked it away, knocked it away from Hester, but they moved too quick again, I believe.
I think it was, I don't know. They blew it dead.
They did. They tried to slant to Hester. And let's see. No flag on the play, so it should be an incomplete pass, I believe, unless they blew the play dead. They pick up the flag.
So is it still, so nothing happened there?
It was 1st and 15. Should be second down. Then they say it's second down. Incomplete pass. Deante, the nice coverage on Hester.
They blew it, though. It should be an inadvertent whistle, and you got to replay it, I would think, but okay.
Crane, the tight end on the right, got to watch him. They have trip receivers to the near side. Sully rolls this way, looking, throws, incomplete. Two Cougars are on it. Marr and Lindsey. If the pass was intended, looks like for Rhodes. Makes it 3rd and 15. So the Cougars got him behind the chains on a first down penalty. Now they've got him in passing situation at 3rd and 15, 3:10 to play.
He just said the first down pass was incomplete, so I don't know. No, they got 3rd on the board, too.
Yeah, it was incomplete. So it's 3rd down. Sully has a single setback beside him. That's Hill.
False start.
They make it 3rd and 20.
Left guard.
The Cougars lead 21-9. We're punting to pin Clinton deep with 3:33 to play from around midfield.
Kenny, I'm just going to say this, but they scored from the 24 earlier.
Ball's on the right hash mark at the north end of the Tornado Bowl at the 24-yard line as Trey makes that comment. 8 on top by a dozen. Trying to turn down the Red Tornado. Defense has been outstanding. Asked to do it one more time. Trying to get the bench and the crowd on their feet. This is a big moment.
Yep.
Red Tornadoes, a championship team. They don't quit.
3 seconds. 2 seconds.
Sully waits, takes the snap, and
timeout, Clinton.
Clinton has looked discombobulated. So they use a crucial timeout. They only have one left with 3:10 to play, fourth quarter, 8-21, Clinton 9.
It's just the score I predicted, Kenny. 21-9, I believe, is what I put in the paper.
Cougar football, tonight's broadcast, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Ball resting at the 8-24-yard line, the north end of the stadium, 3:10 to play. 8-21, Clinton 9. Clinton now one timeout left. This is probably a do-or-die drive for Clinton. They got the break when they blocked the punt.
It's a do-or-die play.
And it's 3rd down. They have 2 downs. Two downs to make 20 yards. And they're at the 8-24-yard line. They break Coach Higbee on the near side. 8 defense.
I wish I had the height of that number 6, Kenny.
Yeah. He comes to the near side. Man coverage by Deante. Two receivers right. They empty the set backfield, and they throw a screen back to the right side, incomplete. Who's got that? Stipe. He was chasing the quarterback. They faked the screen left, threw it back to the right. He was going nowhere, even if Hester caught it, as Stipe had a beat on the quarterback as well. They was hoping to maybe get 8 or 10 yards, make it a 4th and manageable. Now it's 4th and 20. They need to reach the 8-4 for a first down. No defensive automatic first down penalties. Be disciplined. Do what you've done all night. Get a stop. Cougar crowd and faithful on the far side.
He is right in front of the Ada band, too.
On their seat.
Make some noise.
Hester, receiver to the left. Rhodes right. Sully on 4th and 20. Here comes Stipe. Back to pass. Throws deep downfield. Looking for Hester. Deante went up.
Good.
Knocked it down. Didn't have to intercept it.
He's disappointed in himself, but that was the play.
He just hurled it up for grabs, and Deante.
He tried to catch it. That's his best drop of the year right there, Kenny, because that's literally a 23-yard.
I don't think Coach Higbee has a lot of confidence in their passing game, but they don't. But they run it, and that's what made them a championship team.
Yeah,
but they just kind of hurled.
Like I said,
up.
even their long completions. If we don't bust a coverage on the first one, it wasn't a great throw, and then one down, the one where Deante got the rub route by the safety. If he's not trying to catch up to the guy, he picks that one off.
That drive took all of 24 seconds and then went backwards. So Ada takes over after the block punt.
We need to go forwards.
From the 24 with 2:59 to play. Brock takes the snap. Xander running right. Creases it back inside across the 25-yard line. Right at the 25, Xander got 1. Again, Clinton only 1 timeout. Now it's probably just a cat and mouse game. You have 1 timeout left for Clinton. So even if they used it, you could get that clock down by running the football down to a minute, roughly, on this possession before you had to punt. 2nd and 9. Cougars have came to Clinton to play. Led after the opening kickoff by Deante Lindsey, was returned to 86 for a touchdown. Xander running left. His motion men came right, and not much.
Back to the original.
Yep. Crane got in there. He's a big guy, good player, number 7. 54-7, been in on a lot of plays tonight. So it makes it 3rd and 10. Clinton elects not to use the timeout. I wouldn't doubt the Cougars let this run down, then use maybe their second timeout. Take every second you can off of it. There'd be about 1:30 left. But it looks like they're going to snap it. On 3rd down, Carlock's in the ball game. Direct snap, running right, just trying to take care of the football. Ryan's out blocking. Carlock to the edge at the 25, 27-yard line. Good open field tackle by Jaden Potter, just a freshman out there.
He got close, Kenny. He got real close. 28. They're going to call a timeout now.
Got close to what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong stick.
Yeah. You got 4. So Clinton uses a timeout with $1:20 to play. Now the Cougars will have to punt. And this time, max protection. Get the punt off and one more stop. So next week's game, if the Cougars can hang on, the final $1:20 will be at 7 o'clock. There'll be a Thanksgiving morning practice, and it's always a special day. I talked to Coach Osteen this week. Before we did the interview, he said it's always a special time to practice. If you're practicing on Thanksgiving morning, then you let the kids go to their family time and spend the day with their family. But when you're practicing Thanksgiving morning, you know you're about to play for something special. Yep. And it'll be against Wagner in the semifinals if we can hang on for the final $1:20.
Don't know where it'll be. I assume somewhere in central eastern Oklahoma.
Ball rest on the right hash at the 28. Brock to punt. Last one blocked by Montrell Crane. Came right up the gut. Snap back in good shape. Good.
Turned it over.
Yeah, he got it and went out of bounds. Crossed the 40.
Should be at about the 40.
In Clinton territory. And they're going to mark it all the way down to the 37. We'll take it.
It landed out of bounds at the 38.
35 yards, no return. So Clinton will have it with 1:16 to play, their own 37-yard line. I guess the play that Clinton fans will be hollering about all week was the missed spot possibly.
Yeah, that was bad.
A to score to play.
We'll take
later.
it, though.
A to capitalize. From the 37-yard line, you got Karan in at the right outside linebacker, Eli on the left side, solely back to pass. Throws a quick out pattern, a timing route to Rhodes, and he missed him. Tried to hit him at the 50, just threw it short of him. Trying to hit him on the boundary side. Coach Higbee has done a great job here at Clinton. 13 years at Ada as an assistant. 90s, a lot of
great math teacher, too.
Yeah.
Phenomenal math teacher.
I heard people say nothing but great things about him around Ada this week. Talked to Christy Jennings about him before our interview earlier this week and said, yeah, what she knew about him was just outstanding. He's done a great job here at Clinton. The Cougars appear to be getting the upper hand. Slowly rolling right. JB in pursuit. Pass caught by Martin.
Good physical play. JB and number 54, who was injured earlier, had a great collision there, and they both just – nobody got mad, put it that way.
Solely made a nice pass to Martin, little guy on the edge at the 49 and out of bounds with 1:05 to play. Can't let him get free for a big play. Game still in the balance. A touchdown and an onside kick. And
crazier things have happened.
I've seen it in Corvallis. Not Corvallis,
I
but
saw
Eugene.
It in Eugene.
Eugene, I should say. 49-yard line. Rolling is Sully, the near side. Will in pursuit. Throws it over the middle and through the hands of Rhodes. And Carlock almost got the pick on the tip.
We've been close.
Sully, not a bad pass in there. Rhodes just couldn't come down with it. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Exactly 1 minute to play. Clinton at halftime had 51 rush yards on 17 carries. They've had a few more in the second half, but not much. The Ada defense has been outstanding for the second week in a row. They've answered the call. From the 49 in Clinton territory, going south to north. Will be under a minute after the snap. Twin receivers to the near side. Sully rolls this way. Throws out in the flat ball. Knocked
Good
away.
defense there by Eli.
Yeah, Eli.
Even if the catch is made.
Defending Hester at the 48-yard line, and Hester stays down.
Interesting. I didn't see anything there.
Not a lot of contact, but
he's grabbing his. Looks like his right knee.
Tough for the young man. Hester, a sophomore. Darren Hester will take a timeout, too, with 53 seconds to play. The Ada Cougars getting close. 21-9, Cougar football, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation.
Welcome back to the Tornado Bowl. Kenny Morrison, Trey Kinley, Mason Lee. 53 seconds left. Third down and, 10?
Yeah, from their own 49, they've had two incomplete passes. 3rd and 10. Cougars in their prevent. They'll rush 3, drop 8. Sully rolling left out of the pocket. Double teaming Will Johnson. Way underthrown, thrown on the near side. Trying to hit Rhodes again. What Ada's done tonight, they have made Clinton have to throw the football to beat them. They stopped the run consistently enough, and Clinton just could not throw the football. They had the touchdown pass on a really well-designed play that left a guy wide open. Other than that, they've just they're not a throwing football team.
Nope. That's what I think I told you on the way up here. Behind the chains, behind on the board is where you want to get them.
4th down. 49 seconds to play. Clinton from their own 49. Sully, 3-step drop. Steps up in the pocket. Hurls one downfield. Waiting on it. Picked off Chase. Explanation point. 25-30. 35-40. Chase went to his own man at the 45 to the 46-yard line. Chase Bailey. The explanation point. His 5th interception of the year. Got that around, it looked like around the 15. The Cougars will celebrate, flag or no flag. Bailey returned it to the 46.
After the interception, personal foul, blindside block. On the interception,
Blindside block against the Cougars.
First down, Ada.
Caught it at the 18, Kenny.
For a 28-yard return by Bailey from the 18 to the 46. Bailey's 5th pick of the season. A defense that is going to be just been huge on takeaways this year. Came in plus 12. Was that Clinton's first? Mm-hmm. They had the mistake early, but it wasn't a turnover. Their first turnover is Ada.
Where did he return that to?
46. They marked the penalty off to the 31, where it should end up, and it does. Ada will take a knee, and this game's over. Cougars are ready, and here's the best play in football. Direct snap. The quarterback Boyles goes on one knee, and if Clinton doesn't use a timeout, they won't. The Cougars have came to the Tornado Bowl, and let's zoom in on the far side if you can for a minute, Mason Lee. There's some more heroes. The celebration, the players, the fans, the cheer. The Ada Cougars are on to the 4A semifinals as they count it down. Two teams that represent 36 state championships between them. We can now get a look down below as these two teams lock arms. 36 state championships between these two storied programs. And tonight it's the Cougars that move on to the semifinals. Ada 21. Clinton 9, your final score. The post-game show, the happy one from Clinton. Coming up next, Cougar football, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Welcome back to Clinton, Tornado Alley, the Tornado Bowl. And the Cougars have came rushing to the plains tonight, Trey Kinley. 21-9 on to the semifinals. They're fired up down below. You see the picture. All the coaches have been addressing them, and hey, the coaching staff, the players, outstanding job tonight. Faced some adversity, some of the block punt, and then just some key plays in the game. But I love the resolve of this football team. they rose to the occasion at the key times.
Yeah, played really well defensively. And offensively, we struggled in the second half, but Clinton knew what we were going to do, and we continued to do it, and that's fine. We did what we had to do. We didn't turn it over. We had a couple unsportsmanlike penalties. I didn't see them, but a lot cleaner this week with the same intensity. So that's a good sign. And we had good plays on special teams. We did have the block punt and the missed field goal, but we had obviously a kickoff return for a touchdown, and then we also Keeve had a couple good punt returns. One sets us up at the plus 19, which we end up scoring on. So when we look at the stats, it's not going to look good, but the biggest stat is 21-9.
Yeah, and you win these games with sometimes you win differently, and you win it. We talked about that. I mean, I'm going to repeat this again. Me and Coach Osteen talked about this 2 weeks ago and mentioned it again this week in our Coach's Corner. But field position, special teams, don't make the fewest mistakes. And the Cougars, for the most part, they turned the field over in the first half. And when Brock got the punt down to the 1 yard line, and then turned that into a short field of 19 yards after that punt return by Keevan, got a touchdown on the drive. Deante's opening kickoff return for a touchdown set the tone. So many things. And you talk about then the deep pooch kick they recovered, you already mentioned. So there's 3 huge plays right there, all on special teams. And those these type of games and defense can win you football games and win you championships.
And that's the teams that make those plays are the ones that are going to win, because all the teams are good now. All the teams left are good.
Wagner, Poto, Blanchard, and Ada, the 4 remaining. We'll tell you how that sets up next week in just a moment. 14-7 at halftime. Ada had to kick to start the second half. Clinton had won the toss deferred. Clinton got the ball at their own 35-yard line and quickly got a first down on their second play, got out to the 50, drove to the Ada 41-yard line and got a 4th and 1 and went for it. Quarterback sneak. Looked like the quarterback crossed the 40-yard line. Initially was called a first down by the official, and then the other official came in and marked the football. Where he marked it was right at the first down marker, but you could clearly see it's probably going to be about 2 inches short. There's about a 2-minute discussion probably.
And what was funny is the Ada defensive line sat there and said, look, and so it caused the discussion. And I don't think it changed the outcome of the game. I mean, Ada played well enough to win regardless. You hate that.
Well, here's what happens. You have to take advantage of anything like that. And the Cougars on the very next play, courtesy of Ada Nissan, took advantage as Brock Boyles went play action, and Deante Lindsey found it in the breadbasket. 14-7. Twin receivers to the near side. Brock fake play action to Colton. Throwing deep. Got a man. That is caught. Deante in zone. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Touch. Deante Lindsey running away with his 13th touchdown reception of the year. One of 2 touchdowns for Deante tonight. The others we mentioned on special teams. Caden Mitchell's 25-yard extra point after a penalty pushed the lead to 21-7 with 9:04 to play. That was a 9-second drive, 1 play, and the 60-yard bomb to Deante. Clinton had to punt on the next possession. Ada had to punt on the next possession. Clinton would then get the ball back at the Ada 44. Had to work for every yard on this drive, but eventually got all the way down to the Ada 3-yard line, to the 2-yard line after an Ada personal foul. Then had a bobbled snap, a fumble, that pushed him back to the 5. Big play in that drive. Then a 1-yard run to the 4. And it ended up being 4th and goal as the third quarter came to an end. The first play of the fourth quarter saw Clinton try a little trickery and Ada say, not tonight. And solely under center on 4th and goal. Trying to draw the Cougars offside. Pitches it. Reverse coming. Cougars chasing in the back.
George Maddox.
Oh, man. Look at how many Cougars stayed home. George Maddox made the play back there, Mr. Energy. But you look at that replay brought to you by Ada Nissan. They didn't get excited on the pitch right. They trusted that side of the defense. They stayed home, played gap integrity, as his coaches talked about, just kind of sealed the edge. Here came the runner, and he had nowhere to go. No. Cougars bottled it up at the 11 and forced the Clinton turnover then Ada would get the ball back, and Ada took over at their 11-yard line and went backwards in successive plays, and ended up back at their 2-yard line. And then Colton Carlock got tackled in the end zone for a safety, and all of a sudden it's a 21-9 ball game with 10:28 to play. And Clinton had kind of turned the game around, and Ada had to kick off from their own 20. Had a chance to at least reestablish a little bit of field position. Well, they did more than that on the ensuing kickoff. Bowl from the 20-yard line. Caden's kick is high, and it is going to hit in open territory. Ball's loose. Caden's got it, I think. It's loose. Cougars! Deante Lindsey and Braden McGilvray both close to the football. Braden McGilvray came up with it looked like, for the Cougars, as they on the deep pooch kick, and Ada would take over at the 46-yard line. They'd end up having a punt, but a good 35-yard punt would pin Clinton back at their 11-yard line. Clinton would have to punt, couldn't move the football, got one first down. Ada then had a punt blocked, and Clinton was not done yet. They took the football over with 3:23 to play at the 8 and 19-yard line. But Trey, as they've done all night long, I took over at the 8 and 14-yard line, but as they've done all night long, the Ada defense just pushed them backwards. Now, backwards went 10 yards on penalties to really get them behind the change, and then they couldn't go nowhere on the drive. Incomplete passes, turned it over on downs, and Ada would get the ball back and eventually run things out. Ada would have to actually give it back to Clinton one more time with 1:16 left, and they had one complete pass for 12 yards, and then on fourth down just threw one up for grabs, and Chase Bailey was in the vicinity and said, "Yep, I think I'll take it." Chase Bailey with his 5th interception of the season. 49, Sully, 3-step drop, steps up in the pocket, hurls one downfield, waiting on it, picked off Chase, explanation point. 25-30, 35-40, Chase went to his own man at the 45 to the 46-yard line. Chase played baseball. Well, he's a pretty good center fielder. He just kind of waited on that one. One knee by Brock Boyles, and the Cougars are in the win column, 21-9 tonight from Clinton. Another playoff victory over the Clinton Red Tornadoes. We'll take a break. On the other side of the break, we have your final statistics and your playoff scoreboard from the Tornado Bowl in Clinton. Cougar football, tonight's broadcast, a presentation of the Chickasaw Nation. Welcome back to Clinton. The aftermath of a Cougar victory, ending the Clinton Red Tornadoes season 21-9. Clinton finishes 8-4, and all the teams from the 4A1 district now eliminated. So in the semifinals, you got a pair of teams from the Cougar district, 4A4. You have Ada, and we'll talk to you about that in a minute, in Poto. Then you have Wagner and a 4A2 and a 4A3 representative coming up in the semifinals. Cougars didn't have a lot of offense in the second half, but had one big play. They got them a 2-touchdown lead and kind of used that to get to the finish line tonight, Trey.
Yep, let's go over these stats. Clinton had 12 first downs, 39 carries for 93 yards, so just over 2 a carry. 4 of 19 passing, 45 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, 1 fumble that they recovered. Only 4 penalties for 24 yards, 3 of 17 on third down, 1 of 4 on fourth down. That's pretty good defense.
Yeah, 3 of 17, wow.
Ada only had 7 first downs, 2 in the second half. 30 carries for 86 yards, so just under 3 a carry. 5 of 7 passing for 108 with a touchdown, no fumbles. 10 penalties for 97 yards, 2 of 14 on third down. That seems high. 0 of 0 on fourth down and then missed a field goal. Individually, for Clinton, Collins 13 for 74, so 5 yards, a little over 5 yards a carry, just under 6. Malachi Lorne had 9 for 25. Contavian Hill 4 for 3. Darren Hester 2 for -4, and then Cooper Sully had 11 for -5. Passing, Sully was 4 of 19 for 45, 1 touch, 1 pick. Contavian Hill had 1 catch for 24 yards and a touchdown. Marquise Martin had 1 catch for 12 yards there on that last drive. Garrison Rhodes had 1 for 9 yards on the last drive, and then they had the screen to Crane, which that shouldn't have counted. So actually, you're going to take 1 completion and 1 attempt off when I go back and redo these. Yep. Ada, Colton Carlock, 15 for 55 for just over 3 a carry. Xander Rhines, 8 for 15. Karan, 2 for 6. Keeve, 4 for 5. And Fishermore, 1 for 5. Colton with the only touchdown. Brock was 5 of 7 for $108 and 1 touchdown. Deante had 2 for 83 and a touch. Keeve had 1 for 14. Cord, 1 for 11. And Colin Christian had 1 for 0.
Last 2 weeks in the playoffs, Cougar opponents passing the football 6 of 38 through the air against Ada. Defenses just came up huge. They hadn't been able to move the ball through the air on the Cougars, and the defense did it again tonight. You know, you look at this Ada team, maybe the offense did not click at the level they would want to click at tonight, but that's why you have defense. That's why you have special teams. That's why you have momentum plays that you take advantage of, and the Cougars did that tonight and got out of here with the win on the road in the playoffs, 21-9 over the Clinton Red Tornadoes. So it's on to the semifinals. There's only 4 left down 4A. We've got your scoreboard now.
Yeah, Blanchard beat, not over yet, up on Salisaw 55-28. Of course, Ada over Clinton. Poto beats Newcastle 28-18, and Wagner beats Tuttle 30-0. So all the district winners won except for Clinton.
Yep, that's right. Cougars the
1-1-1 and 2.
So next week, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:15. Ada pregame show 6:15. It'll be a 7 o'clock kick.
We sure?
I think they have them scheduled 7 o'clock all the way through. But we'll just be tuned in to Cool 99.3 and social media to make sure. Brackets say that anyway all the way through. That it'll be at Ada and against the Wagner. Excuse me, Ada and Wagner. And where, we don't know yet. We'll know probably tomorrow.
Right.
They'll set that location. Ada will play Wagner in the semifinals, a first-round playoff opponent a year ago. And then it'll be Poto against Blanchard at a neutral site next week as well in the class.
That may be an Ada.
4A could be. Ada is going to host for maybe a couple of weeks there. So we look at the, just real quickly for you, other local game of note in the playoffs. Stratford season had a good year. It came to an end at number 8 Boone Apache tonight, 48-13 final there. And we kind of like to always follow that Washington team. Got some local interest in that, and they hammer Meeker tonight 56-7. So they move on in the Class 2A state playoffs. So a lot of games tonight. Jones beat Davis in a tight one tonight, 30-26. So a lot of good football. So we look at that scoreboard. But anyway, Ada Cougars, most importantly on our radar screen, win it here tonight by a final count of 21-9. Tonight, again, of big plays. 86-yard touchdown on a kickoff return and a 60-yard touchdown pass. And proved to be enough. Then Colton Carlock got a 12-yard touchdown run for the Cougars as well. All right, we're on the air next week. Thanksgiving on Thursday. Everybody enjoy that. The Cougars will be practicing Thanksgiving morning, then be able to spend Thanksgiving Day with their families, and then more Friday night football. Stay tuned in to Cool 99.3, all your social media sites, and we'll let you know what time the kickoff. We think 7, and where it will be located. It'll be a neutral field against Wagner, the Bulldogs of Wagner, coming up next Friday night. For Trey Kinley and Mason Lee and NCDO producer Carl Bray, final score for the final time, 8-21, Clinton 9 from the Tornado Bowl in Clinton. I'm Kenny Morrison. God bless. Good night, everybody.